Ladies with the glass and shake your sexy ass. Maybe you wanna break you off quick, fast, and flex class. You came here to mingle and dance the night away. Let's get the party started, romance the right away. Put a dip inside your hips, turn like tidal waves. Sip a little champagne into my hideaway. Get the B12. Alright. Put Uber XL for a ride, caress your thighs. Only if you want me to. Gotta ask permission. So I ain't trying to be in no compromised position. Love to my ladies that trying to drop shade. Lots of gold niggas that lie to get paid. We ain't together like sugar and lemonade. All my love's on the dance floor. This is the renegade. What's up, you guys? What's happening? We're gonna let some more people come in. Salute. Yaya, what's going on? What's happening? Yaya in the house. Cambodia Mystique in the house. My moderator. CC's in the house. Boss Lady's in the house. Where you at, Boss Lady? We running it, y'all. Let a few more people come up in here before we go in. So, how y'all feeling today? Y'all feeling good? This is nothing but the truth. Love, it just takes you. So you and I can make our future history. So, girl, baby, I show you love. I didn't have my See, I know my love will warm your soul, and you see the movie on the floor. People calling me. Hold on, let me put my airplane mode on. Hold on. All right, you guys can hear me, right? I turned my airplane mode on, so can't nobody bother me while we're live. What's happening? Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Well, might be a few more hours, might be nighttime somewhere. But to all my loved ones that show me love and come into my life, man, I appreciate you guys. Y'all know what the subject is today. Pull up on me close and dance real free. Girl, you know I got the... Give me a moment. I'm trying to do something real quick. And I'm going to bring some people up on my live today. Those of you that are interested in coming into the live today, I'm going to let you come in. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get some opinions. But first, I'm trying to find something real quick. What's up? As you're coming in, let me know what city you guys are from. And hit the thumbs up when y'all coming in. Y'all know how I get down. Hit that thumbs up when you're coming in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as you're coming into my live, you guys. Let's go. We got some great conversation today. So just give me a minute. I'm just trying to find something really quick. And then we can go in. Steppers, only the real steppers. Red bottom rappers, play like Hugh Hefner. Ladies raise a glass and shake your sexy ass. Maybe you wanna break you off quick, fast, and flex class. You came here to mingle and dance the night away. Let's get the party started, romance the right away. Put a dip inside your hips, turn like tidal waves. Sip a little champagne into my hideaway. Get the V12 on outside to drunk to drive. Put Uber XL for a ride. Caress your thighs only if you want me to. Gotta ask permission. So I ain't trying to be in no compromised position. My love to my ladies that try to drop shade. Lots of gold niggas that lie to get paid. We ain't together like sugar and lemonade. Good morning, good morning. Hit that thumbs up as you guys are coming into my live, y'all. You know how you do. We're gonna talk about the subject of the day. I was trying to find something that I just can't seem to find it.
I was trying to change a setting. For some reason, I can't seem to find the setting I want to change. All right, no problem. It is what it is. So, this is the subject of the day, you guys. What's a good producer and are you one? We're gonna let a few more people come in. Let me see who's in here, so I can give my shout out to my early folks up in this joint. Oh, let's see who's here. Born Shamir is here. Born Shamir, what's up, family? DJ Tony in house. Stone, did you see what I'm making for you? And I saw it, but when I clicked it on, I couldn't click it on. DJ Tony, I tried to click it. I meant to message you last night and tell you that I tried to click it, but for some reason, when I click it, it won't open up to that link. It's like a hyperlink you sent, but when I click it, it won't. For some reason, it didn't open, family. Born Shamir, Night Rider, what's up, family? Listen, Tess is in the house. My folks is coming in, man. Y'all know, hit that thumbs up when you guys are coming in. Jeffrey, YouTube, HQ, hired from Scotland. Scotland is in the house. Scotland, what is up? What's going on with you, Scotland? We love having Jeff's YouTube, HQ from Scotland's in the house. Thank you, brother Jeff. I appreciate you for stopping in. Hopefully you become a subscriber to the channel. I get people in my inbox all the time, right? And I wanted to get into this subject. Hit that thumbs up as you guys are coming in. The song you're hearing in the background is one of my singles featuring the legendary Alan McNeil from the legendary R&B group Truth. So if you have Spotify, follow me on Spotify at Stone Paxton. That's the song you're hearing. But I get people in my inbox, especially since I've been doing a lot of these lives, and they're asking me. Not really asking me. Some of them say, hey, OG, I'm a producer, and I want to be on the compilation you're doing, or can you put my tracks on the compilation? Sweet Rain's in the house. She said, I took a day off of work. Sweet Rain, you better be careful. Your boss might be one of my subscribers. I'm messing with you, Sweet Rain. Listen, I am going to bring some folks up in this live. Whoever wants to come up live today. Sweet Rain, you want to come up live today? Let me know if you do. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Give me 1 second. Anybody that want to come live today, we're going to have a great conversation. Let me know, because I'm setting up the link now. All right. So anybody that's thinking about wanting to come live today, because we're going to have a deep conversation. It's going to be a deep one. Let me know, because I will send you. And today, the link should probably work okay. I shouldn't have to send it to your Instagram. I should be able to post it right here, and you guys should be able to jump on the live. All right. So those of you that want to go live today with me, I do have the link. And I'm probably going to bring my boy Tony up. But Packy said, Packy, today I'm sending you a track. Yesterday you came on, but I think you left. I played this track I wanted you to hear. So when I get off the live today, Packy, I'm going straight in the studio. I'm going to send you this track, because I like to be able to get you in the studio this weekend to get your songs out of the way. Actually, both of them. Small boy, what's happening, family? Tess say, let's get after it. All right. So I get a lot of producers, you guys, in my inbox, and they're always sending me messages saying, hey, I'm a producer. I get a lot of cats that make beats. And let's just, for the sake of entertainment, I get a lot of cats in my inbox saying, hey, OG, I'm a producer. Can I get tracks on your compilation? Now, most people know I produce most of my compilations 100%, unless I have a crew of guys. Like, I got producers under my company, like Mystique and a couple under Cambodian Mystique, one of my moderators, and probably a couple other producers who I will use their tracks on compilations because they're a part of my circle. They're a part of my team, right? But I get cats that will message me saying, "Hey, OG, I'm a producer. I want to get on the project." And so I, I think the word producers used rather loosely with the young cats. Hood Porchy say, "Yo, what's up, baby? Hood Porchy, what's up, family?" Al Fax would love say, "Hey, big dog, it's my little brother's birthday today. Mine, shouting him out his name. Hey, Dixon, I want to make sure I say it right. Al Fax, is it Dixon Mayes? Am I saying that right? Yo, Dixon, happy birthday, Dixon Mayes. Happy birthday. Listen, all you guys send a happy birthday out to young Dixon Mayes. I hope I said that right. Did I say it right? A good producer and are you one? Share the live. Let's go. Hit those thumbs up. As you coming across my live, hit the thumbs up. Everybody is a beat maker. So let's start by saying that. Everybody is a beat maker. It's rare that you find producers. I got to play the devil's advocate for the reason of this. To earn the right to be called a producer, Night Rider said, "Come on, man, you fell for that." I fell for what? What are you talking about, Night Rider? You tell me that's a fake birthday? If it is, Dixon, whoever sent me that fake birthday, they're about to get blocked. Because I ain't paying attention. I'm just coming in here doing some good deeds in the morning. So if that was a fake birthday thing, you about to get blocked. Somebody saying, "Did I fall for it?" What I fall for? What I fall for? Y'all got to bring me up to speed, man. I don't know, y'all. Whatever y'all, it's stuff y'all might know that I might not know. So bring me up to speed. I don't think that all facts will come in here saying, "Say happy birthday to my little brother." Somebody said I fell for a trick. Okay, so please expand, you guys, because I've totally missed it. Night Rider said, "Come on, man, you fell for that. What I fall for, Night Rider?" All right, Night Rider feels like that's trolling. If you're trolling, all facts, I'm gonna block you from my channel indefinitely. I'm gonna give you a chance to respond about the birthday thing. You got about a good 5 minutes. If you don't, you'll be blocked from my channel indefinitely. So explain yourself. Why did you say whose birthday is it? And are you trolling? Of course, you're not gonna tell me if you are or not, but I need a response or you're gonna be blocked indefinitely. You got about 5 minutes in counting, starting now. Oh, okay, Born Shamir said the name Dixon is like shit. Y'all, I ain't paying attention. All right. So guess what? All facts. You want to come in and be a little cornball this morning? This is what we're about to do, all facts. I said I wasn't gonna drop or block too many people, but all facts with love. We're gonna remove that. Just remove it, you guys. Don't block all facts yet. We're gonna remove it because obviously you're coming in here wanting to play games. And we don't play games with no peanut heads. And I ain't trying to turn up on you this morning. We're just gonna remove that. And when you come in again with some garbage, we're gonna block you. Now we're gonna get back to what I'm saying. Now, don't interrupt me when I'm talking with that bullshit. DJ Tony says, "Stone, did you hear that? DC Comics will not be using AI ever." And I love it. DJ Tony, this is what I'm saying. People get it. When I tell you I had a 2 hour call about AI the other day, it was almost a 2 hour call, and it was crazy. And we talked about this subject, this This meeting was these gentlemen that want me to be a part of this company that they have, and they want me to be sort of a voice for their company. And the meeting was interesting. Night Rider said he trolling. Okay, Night Rider, thanks. Remove that comment, moderators. All facts, love. I don't understand how you feel like you're about love. That name that you have when you coming in, creating all kinds of havoc early in the morning. But your name, what's your screen name? Let's read their screen name. Let me see. Oh, well, I told my moderators remove the comment. It looked like they didn't remove the person. I didn't say block them yet, moderators. I just said remove the comment. Y'all, they be trigger happy, don't they? Anyway, they're like all facts, love, something like that. Anyway, so let's get back to it, y'all. So I get a lot of cats saying in my inbox about me, Tane, what's up, family? Hit that thumbs up, Tane, as you came in. Small boy, hit that thumbs up at the top. Small boy said, sounds good. Then what are they using? Sounds good. Then what are they using? So small boy. So the thing is, Moke and Friends said hi. Okay, Moke and Friends, hi. Are you saying hi or are you saying hi? I don't get it. Hit that thumbs up, Moke and Friends. Come in with that positive energy, or there go the door right there to the right, family. I'm just saying. I know you look like you might be new to my channel. Just know that it's all positive energy here. Anyway, I get a lot of cats that inbox me because you got to remember I deal with all the real producers in the music industry. My circle are nothing but producers, composers, producers, composers. We got a lot of beat makers. 90% of where things are now are beat makers, you know. Now, a beat maker can learn how to become a producer, but most of the cats you see, if I give them $1 million budget and say, I need you to go in the studio and produce this R&B singer, they're going to blow the budget. They're going to blow the budget. They're going to max it out. They're going to spend the money on the wrong stuff. They're not going to come back under budget. They're going to come back over budget asking for more money because the album is not going to be done. I want you to understand the difference. Sire said, good morning, Sire. Sanjay, hit that thumbs up. Brother Sire, hit that thumbs up. Sweet Rain, hit that thumbs up. I'm going to bring some people up here. Yeah, I might bring Brother Tony up here. Because y'all be scared. I'm trying to figure out why y'all so scared to come on my live. Especially the ones that follow me. What y'all so scared of? Why are you guys scared to come up and speak? I've never met people that's so scared to come up and speak on a live. It's so weird. DJ Tony said, I'm working on opening Smash the Wall Entertainment and bringing in producers, artists, videographers, and partners. DJ Tony, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. We have to continue to expand. A beat maker can learn how to be most producers, musicians, and artists together to create a great product. That was my old school Motown concept, right? You had session players. So the musicians were the session players. And what the musicians would do is they would listen to the producer tell them the concept of what they should do. Example, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Okay, I need you over there to play this. I need you to play that. I need you to hum this melody. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, piano player. James Brown was a producer, but he also he could play instruments, right? So back in the day, the roles of the producer were different than the producers now. It was like I said, you didn't have to be a musician to be a producer. You just knew how to bring together the right musicians to create the record that needed to be created. John Amos says, super duper beat maker. Hold on. Why somebody, hey, why y'all delete his comment? He said, you censor everyone who has a different point of view when you don't like it and worship Buddha. So there's that. John Amos, I don't even know who you are and really don't give a fuck. Obviously, you're not a producer because real producers, or maybe you're not even a beat maker, would come in here and would actually speak with common sense first. The sense of being common. But see, common sense is not always common because you're not a common person. You're a weird motherfucker. So most people that have common sense that are real producers and beat makers will come in here and have an intelligent conversation. You wake up John Armands, and I don't even believe that's your real name. It's just some made up YouTube shit. What you can do is keep marching. Go on over to a channel that you like. Why even come in my channel? You don't sit at the table with somebody like me. You're not privy to have a conversation with me unless I choose to have one with you. You peanut-headed motherfucker, you. You understand what I'm saying? Stay the fuck up off my channel. Block that little bitch. Sorry, y'all. Blocking. Because people like that, I don't even want them on my channel. Because they don't know how to come in and have respect and have a conversation. Hit that thumbs up when you guys are coming into the live. Hit that thumbs up when you are coming into the live. Yeah, John is awesome. John ain't a producer. John is a drag and drop beat maker. The Truth said, hello, everyone. The Truth, what's up, family? Hit that thumbs up at the top. People get bothered when I speak of the truth. Hit the thumbs up. Hamza Player said, hit the thumbs up. And he said, watching you for a while. Your productions are always fire. I will be there for you always, brother. Hamza played. Thank you, family. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for the comment. Thank you for coming in here and the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. And thank you for following me and riding with me. The thing is, how can we have a conversation about being a better beat maker or producer if first of all, we're worried when somebody says something we don't want to hear? Matt McKay said, good morning. Let me explain to you guys what I went through. I went through, me and every other producer in the industry that you can imagine, went through A&R people telling us, nah, that doesn't sound good. Nah, that ain't right. That's whack. Can you imagine being we didn't call it beat making back in the 80s, in the 90s. We call it producing. So imagine being a producer and an A&R person tells you, you know what, man, I like it, but it's something missing. There's something missing. And you say, well, sir, what is it? And they say, I don't know, but I know it when I hear it. That's what we had to deal with. Can you imagine working on a song and all somebody can tell you is it doesn't sound right? And when you ask them what is it that you can make it better, they say, well, I don't know. I just know that ain't the hit. I know it when I hear it. That's what we went through. That's what I went through myself. That's what Meech went through. That's what all of us producers went through to make us better. Any producer in the industry had to go through that. They had to go through that. The real producers we went through, and we weren't crybabies. When somebody told us that, yeah, man, it just ain't, it's not hot. We didn't cry. We didn't go and sit in the corner and, hit the floor like, or smash the floor like, well, they don't like my music. They hate me. We never did that back in the 80s. We work hard to make it better. That's what we did, you guys. We worked hard to make it better. We didn't cry. Hit that thumbs up as you coming into the live, y'all. We talking producer and beat makers conversation. We didn't cry. Nowadays, you tell somebody send you a beat and you tell them, oh, it's cool. They say you hating on them. It doesn't mean the person is hating on you. There is constructive criticism and non-constructive. You got to know what's what. And even when people are giving you non-constructive criticism, you got to ask yourself, why? Sometimes you can be really good and a person just, they might fear you as a producer or a beat maker, but you'll know if that's the truth because your music will tell you that. When you know. Now there's some people who are disillusional that feel like their music is hot and that's just their opinion. But when the masses are saying, yo, man, hey, the industry people and the everyday person is saying, and not your family and friends, but people outside your circle going, man, that's hot. Then you got something. Man, that's hot, man. That production's hot, man. Your music is hot. Not just your family and friends. Your family and friends will lie to you. That's their job, to make you feel good. The ones outside of your circle, when they're talking to you about your production and your music the same way, and they're saying the same thing, you got something. But not to be disillusional. What's going to make you better is knowing where you're at. You first got to know where you're at in order to know where you need to go, right? Or you're never going to become better. You're going to be stuck right where you've been. And that is the same place as a producer, and you're not going to get better. In order to get better, you got to know where you are now in order to know where you need to get. And back in the day, the A&R people would tell us producers where we were and where we needed to be, and we didn't cry over spoiled milk. We just made it better. So when I get on here and I'm talking to you, I'm not here to down you or break you down. I'm only here to give you the insight. EB said, let me read to you what EB said. He said, today's inspirational quote, 09 October 2025. Hold on. Somebody just gave me a super chat. Shrine. Oh, Shrine gave me some Shrine. Thank you. Hold on. Shrine just gave show love. Shrine, I appreciate you for that. Shrine gave me a $10 super chat. Thank you for the love, Shrine. Hold on. We're gonna let me see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can. I was trying to put this at the top, Shrine. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Shrine. I appreciate you. Shrine has been rocking with me for a long time. How can I put this at the top? I'm trying to add this at the top, Shrine. I thought I could do it. I used to be able to put it at the top. That's weird that all of a sudden I can't post this in my top. Dang, that's weird. I was trying to pin you at the top, Shrine. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Shrine. I appreciate you. Shrine's been rocking with me. School hit the button, say take the music outside and ask people. Thank you. School hit the button. Thank you for that. School hit the button is the OG. He understands what I'm saying. Like, let's not be fooled, y'all. Let's not sit around and pretend like we just got the best music in the world. EB said today's inspirational quote, October the 9th, 2025. Human kindness has never weakened the stamina or softened the figure of a free people. And nations do not have to be cruel to be tough. Facts. And that doesn't just count for nations. That counts for every day. That comment that EB just posted. Shu B said, good afternoon. Shu B, hit that thumbs up. DJ Tony said, hit the thumbs up, people, and god dang, subscribe. Exactly. You know, I noticed there's a lot of people that watch my channel. This is interesting. There's a lot of people that watch me that are not subscribed. What's the issue? Y'all don't want people to know y'all producers. Listen, I know those people are producers that come to my channel to bite, to watch how I operate. I know it. I'm not stupid. I know how it works. I know ones that are whites, you know, mostly producers that come to my channel, peep how I operate, peep out my swag, what I talk about, so they can run back and talk about the same shit. Why not subscribe? If you really support the music community, you'll subscribe. There's a lot of content creators that I know online who got a lot of followers who they just forbid to follow Stone Paxton. That's how cold I am. I get it. I get it. You're bothered by me. But if you're going to watch me, you might as well subscribe. What's the point? Sometimes you just got to, they say it's an old school saying, if you can't beat them, roll with them. You might as well roll with me because I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. So if you're watching me and you subscribe, for all the ones that watch me that are not subscribed, what's the point? It's either don't watch me or subscribe. Because you're sitting here looking for pointers. You're sitting here peeping out how I operate that MPC and how I work. You're sitting here looking for game. Then learn. Stop picking up, taking what I say. Right? That's why I'm subscribed to certain channels. I'm subscribed to certain channels because I respect them. So that means you don't respect me and you just want to come and take what I say, regurgitate it, and spit it out differently. I've seen a lot of content creators take what I say, regurgitate it, and spit it back out. I'm trying to tell y'all, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, that's right. So, you know, why watch me if you're not going to subscribe? Because you know who you are. Matt McKay say, good morning, Matt. What's up, family? So let me say again, and mark my word, you'll see another content creator have the same video talking about the same shit I'm talking about. Somebody else gave me a super chat. DJ Brightside gave me 10. DJ Brightside, thank you, family. Say, thanks for doing this, Stone. You're legendary. DJ Brightside, I appreciate you for that, family. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Shrine, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. All love from the both of you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, and the love is definitely sent back to the both of you guys for that. I'm only on here trying to do what I need to do for the producers community for us to be better producers or beat makers. It's okay to be a beat maker, but to really be a good beat maker, you got to understand production and being a great producer, right? It's only going to make you a better beat maker when you understand production. So those of you that come in my inbox and say you're a producer, don't use that word so loosely. Alfred Moonstar say, good morning, Stone. Keep doing your thing. Alfred, thank you, family. Hit that thumbs up at the top. I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up. Savvy D gave me a $5 super chat. Savvy D, I appreciate you for that, Sav. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love, you guys. You guys are kind to me. I appreciate you. EB said, Glickia one, but what you say? Glickia one, but Glicka one? EB, is that what you're saying? EB, Glicka one? EB, is that what you're saying? Big Rome, what's up, Big Rome in the house? Yo, EB, you saying Glicka one? I don't know. I think he's saying Glicka one. I'm not sure. If he's saying that, that's a group I produced back in the day, and I got them a record deal with Thump Records, Thump Universal back in the day. Let me see. Twin King say, hey guys, just got evicted due to overdue rent. Someone pray for me because I'm looking for a job, but it's hard to get one in Uganda. Thanks. Twin King, listen to me, Twin King. You're going to be fine. And I know that's easy to say. You know, anybody going through right now, just know this, man. Like, the mind is more powerful than you realize. I know it's tough. It's tough for everybody. It's tough for even people that's got tons of money. That's why you see people with tons of money unlifing themselves. Keep your faith, pray, fall on your knees and ask God to give you guidance, and just stay focused. Don't look at the fact that everything is bad. Look at the outcome and where you want things to be, how you want it to get better. Focus on how you want it to get better. Don't put so much focus on, because it's the things that we worry so much about that we don't want to happen that actually happen. So if you just say, you know what, I don't give a fuck. You know what, I'm giving it over to the man upstairs. I'm not even gonna worry. Then things work out. Trust me, you just got to not worry about it and just let go and just say what's going to happen is going to happen. Once you say that, then things work out. You just got to let it go and not worry about it. We're going to be praying for you, Twin King, but everything's going to be fine, family. Trust me. You're going to be fine. Listen, if you're coming across the live, hit that thumbs up. It's all about high frequency here. We're all about the positivity. If you ain't into the positivity, this ain't a channel for you. If you looking for a negative channel, keep scrolling through, because this ain't the one. We all about that love and that real high frequency vibration. If that's you, then you come to the right channel. If not, then just keep it moving. Kindly. Savor the journey with the king. Shrine said. Twin, Shrine said, savor the journey with the king. A Major say, yo, son, what's up, A Major? EB said, Clicker one, dirty. EB said, yes. Hey, listen, so Clicker one, Messi, is it MaKer? Is it Misu Owens? I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, thank you for coming in and saying hello. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all saw love here. Listen, Clicker one is now a legendary focus on what you don't have. Get out and make it happen. So in one hand, you're thinking about what you don't have and how hard it is. In the other hand, you have talent, you have opportunity, and you have, sometimes you might have to, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys something crazy. I know celebrities that are working regular jobs because they have to do what they have to do. As a man, we have to do what we have to do. Sometimes you got to create a business and go sell stuff. Sometimes you got to use your talent and get people to consult with you to make money. Whatever God gift that he gave you, he gave it to you for a reason, not to sit on it. So you can't look at what you don't have. You kind of got to just go, there's going to be struggles. Even people, I got friends that are millionaires and billionaires who complain about their daily struggles with relationships and what they don't have. And I say to them, well, you got a whole bunch of money. Why are you complaining? But they're not happy because they're complaining about certain things. I got celebrity friends who are working regular jobs because they understand, even though they're a celebrity, they got to do what they have to do to pay those bills. And that's what y'all got to remember. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Man don't eat. Man don't work. Man won't eat. It's a fact. Big Rome said it's a bunch of hype. It looks glamorous from the outside. If God has a purpose for you in the music and entertainment industry, then you'll succeed on purpose, humbly. I love that. Big Rome, thank you. Listen what Big Rome said. He said something very deep. He said it's a bunch of hype. It looks glamorous from the outside. And if God has a purpose for you in the music and entertainment industry, then you'll succeed on purpose, humbly. Thank you, Big Rome. Now, I will have to agree with Big Rome on that. Hold on. Somebody said no sound. Y'all can't hear me? Hold on. Maybe I got too many things on Wi-Fi here in my house. Hold on. Let me see. My TV ain't on. Y'all can't hear me? It's buffering? Damn, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to turn some of these Wi-Fi things off. Maybe too many things are on Wi-Fi. Hold on. Guys, tell me if it's better, you guys. I apologize, man. You know, I got a lot of things in my house running by Wi-Fi. So hold on. I'm gonna get back into what Big Rome said, but I want to make sure first I'm not buffering and you guys can hear me. Okay, I'm good now, they say. Sweet Rain say, wow, celebrities with regular job. Listen, Sweet Rain, I'm not lying to you. I won't mention their names, but I'm being honest. And I've known many before that had to, but we should never be ashamed of having to work. I don't care who has to work. You should never be ashamed of having to work. If a celebrity has to work, that shows the humbleness of that celebrity. For the ones I know that have to work, it's the game. Real men are not going to go starving. That's just it. Time said, discernment, discipline, consistency is the key to life. Stop watching everybody else and be concerned with yourself. Listen, Big Rome said it best. He said, people are amazed with the glamour and how the glamorous life of the music industry. So everybody thinks it's easy. I'll use myself as an example. Okay. I'll use myself as an example. I've been in the music industry for 43 years, right? It hasn't been all roses. There's people that say, Stone, you've been in this business a long time. What happened? I say, what do you mean, what happened? They say, well, I don't hear you on the radio every day. I say, but I get radio plays. Um, well, how come this and that? I say, I'm living my dream. I'm a gatekeeper. I help artists. My records chart, as you can see. I'm living my dream. Just because you don't hear me on the radio every day does not mean that I am not successful. But I did it my way. Because see, like Big Rome say, if it's meant for you to be in this business, God will make a way, right? No matter what, humbly. He's 100% correct. He is the first person that I've heard just spit that out and say it. Most people are scared to say that because when most people say that, they're worried about them speaking of themselves. Cherry P, thank you for the Cherry donated $3.99 super chat. Cherry P, thank you for that. I really appreciate you for rocking with me consistently. Big Rome said something deep. He said it's glamorous. You know, everybody want to do it, right? Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to be in the music industry. Everybody wants to be an actress or actor. Everybody wants the easy route, but it doesn't come that easy. Do you know how many years that I wanted to give up? Do you know when I was in the group I was in at a young age, I just wanted to quit when we lost our record deal, right? I wanted to quit. I was done, you guys. I didn't want to be an artist no more. I was so upset that things didn't work out for the group I was with, and we lost our record deal. We lost our management contract with the New Kids on the Block's management, right? I didn't want to be an artist anymore. I was done. Period. I was done, you guys. Okay? So Most artists are not going to go the mile that we went. Most producers, most beat makers, most cats are going to give up. Think about it. If things are not happening for you and you're not getting out there bridging relationships and building, you will eventually give up because you know that it's not working. The key to anything is the consistency, and eventually it will work. But it's also favor. But if you do something long enough, it will eventually work. I'll give you that. Even if you're not meant to do it, if you do it long enough, eventually it'll work. But if it's not working right off, you got to consider a few options. Like maybe I need to switch up my game, my approach to my relationships, how I'm dealing with stuff. You listen, you guys. He said, Stone, you're talking about Maurice Starr. Yes. Maurice and Dick Scott Entertainment, the group I was with, we were managed by. Listen, I will say this. I am living my dream, you guys. I'm living my dream. I am living my dream. I have everything I've ever wanted in life. I put my records out, they chart. I get paid for my work as an artist. I'm producing and working with some of the most incredible people in the industry, past and present. I'm living my dream. I'm respected by the main people in the industry that matter. It doesn't matter if nobody on here knows who I am. It doesn't matter if anybody comes in this live and they don't know me. And you should feel that way about yourself. Doesn't matter if nobody knows you. You're not a superstar yet. Let me tell you, when I was young, I used to sit in my room and cry and pray to God for opportunity meeting the right people. I used to cry. I kid you not. I used to sit there and read Word Up magazine and all the teen magazines and cry and pray to God for opportunity. Please, please, please. And it happened. But it didn't just happen from me praying. It happened because I was also working towards that goal. And I was listening to those that was telling me what I needed to do. Share the live. Hit the thumbs up. You coming across the live, you guys. Success is what we turn it into. The harder you work, Packy say facts. The harder you work, success comes. It don't matter. You can actually write your own narrative if you're willing to put in the work. The problem with a lot of young folks they already think they made it. You'll meet a dude. Listen, you know how many times I drive down the street and cats be on their headphone, they be doing a whole music video on the sidewalk. They be getting it on this. They're in a whole nother world. But music does take you away. But that cat I've actually stopped and say, hey man, let me hear you rap. They rapping or singing. I'm like, all right, man, yeah, keep working towards it, right? The music industry, modern day, has created this illusion that everybody can be an artist. Born Shamir say, working hard to step away, running behind in the combo, catching up. Born Shamir, it's all good, family. I got you. Brother Ty said, Brother Stone, love that hat, family. These young brothers really think they can dress up, Brother Stone. Let these brothers know we can get fly so high, and we invented the song Ballin', not Jim Jones. Come on, Brother Ty. You already know. Listen, and they be on. Listen, yesterday, let me tell y'all the interesting part about YouTube. Now, you guys know usually when I wear my hair down, I get people talk about my curls, Black Superman, Black Elvis, Prince, Michael. They call me every name, Maxwell, whatever. They call me every name except for my name, right? Yesterday, when I'm dressed in my tank top and the hat, they was calling me thugs. Did y'all know that on the live? Maybe y'all didn't see that. Oh, you looking like a thug. you, see, you can't make this YouTube stuff up. That was yesterday. I was a thug yesterday, y'all. The last 2 or 3 days, I was a thug because I had the hat on. This stuff is crazy, man. Hey, J-Mon say hello. What's up, brother J-Mon? Hit that thumbs up at the top, family. Sweet Rain say, just like the actor from The Cosby Show, Elvin, Sandra's husband. He was working at a grocery store, and so many people couldn't believe it. Exactly. Old boy from the Cosby Show. No. You think about old boy from Martin. Or old boy from Martin, too. I'm sorry, Terry. Who said that? Sweet Rain. What's name from Martin, too? He was working at a car lot as a car salesman. He wasn't ashamed, no. Man, you got to listen. Just because you've had, and this is what I say, the music industry will rip you apart and spit you out. That's why you got to have a plan. It's better to control everything you have. Control your masters, control your music, your recording, all that, because you come out on the other end in a better position. But you should never, I don't care who it is. I'm for anybody that has to go work. I don't care what the celebrity is. If you got to go work, it is what it is. I'm not, listen, don't be ashamed. Oh, screw hit the button. I done got Maxwell. I get everything though. Maxwell, Lenny Kravitz, Prince, Michael Jackson. I get it all. I get it every day when I go places, right? But now I'm looking like a thug that last 4 days because I had the hat on and take top. Hey, tally up, say at work, beloved. Hey, tally up, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you, tally up. Listen, I am not here to make a person think they can't make it. We all have the same ability and capability. All I'm saying is learn everything you need to learn and be realistic. Tommy, what's up, Tommy? Sergeant Charge, say hi, Stone in chat. What's up, Sergeant Charge? Hit that thumbs up, family. I appreciate you, Sergeant Charge. Everybody coming to the live, hit that thumbs up. Show the love, man. Let's keep them numbers going up on the likes, man. Tally up, say I came out broke, but I work. Listen, tally up, it's all good because there's major artists that I know that have regular jobs. We got to do what we have to do. If we got to go take a job, man, what? Somebody supposed to be mad at us for that? No, nobody can ever be mad at a man for being a man. A man has to take care of himself and his family. That's the name of the game. Smart people will do that. Only a dummy will sit around and think that something's going to fall out of the sky until they go completely broke to homeless. No, that can't happen. That is not an option. Terry P say, Stone looks like he can be in the Maxwell band. He was that look by. Hey, Cherry P, thank you, Cherry. Time say we were wearing gaiters, Stacy Adams when we were young. We were wearing Bali's Clacks, Mountain Gear, 40 Below by Timberlands. We were wearing leather outfits, popping out of cars that matches out. Yeah, real talk. I still got some of my leather outfits, Brother Time. Brother Time's right. We had all the fashion started with us. It started with us, right? Tally up, say I sold, didn't know the business, so I'm learning. It's all good, tally up, but you're smart. You can admit it. Most young artists think they already know. That's the reason they're gonna have a hard time making it. Hit that like, share the live, y'all. They're gonna have a hard time making it. If you are a producer, if you are an artist, share this video. This is for you guys, man. You're screaming and yelling that you want to be in the game. You're screaming and yelling. Hey, school hit the button, say, Valley, stop playing time. Akash say, Stone, 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 my eyes, my heart, my veins, my bone. Nice flow. Akash, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you coming into the live. Thank you, Akash. Akash Patil. Stone, 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 my eyes, my heart, my veins, my bone. That's a nice flow. Tally up say, ASCAP gave my publishing and producers and writings signing on, and then back there was back there, back then, back there was free. I just didn't know what to do. Okay, let me explain the ASCAP and the BMI. People think, artists believe that when they sign with BMI or ASCAP, they done made it in the industry. I'm only sharing this. I'm sorry, to educate people. Just because you're with BMI ASCAP don't mean nothing. BMI ASCAP is your publishing company that will collect for sheet music, which nobody really, you don't see much sheet music anymore. Radio, physical radio, terrestrial, physical terrestrial, and now streaming. Right? That's all signing to a publishing company does. I've actually had artists when I meet them or producers say, hey, yeah, I'm signed to BMI. Yeah, I'm signed to ASCAP. Like that don't mean shit. Bingo. You have to perform to get paid, or your works have to be performing to get paid. Now, you can actually even get paid for your live performance, but you got to submit the paperwork in the venues you performed in. This is what a lot of artists don't even know, and producers. If you perform your actual work from clubs to club, 5 clubs here and there, you can submit, these are the clubs you performed in, and they'll actually pay you because most of those clubs already pay ASCAP or BMI. J Bond say, no, that's just a little bit of the first step. They only collect your royalties for your rights and publishing. You're talking to a person that knows publishing. I've been doing this shit 42 years. I know it in and out. And you know, a lot of artists, you know, J Bond just said, no, that's the little bit of the first step. They only collect your royalties for your rights. They collect your publishing royalties, not mechanicals. You understand? They also collect when people want to remake your song. If somebody was to remake your song, you would get paid for that as well. If the song is used in a film or movie, that's publishing. That's synchronization, right? Sync fees you get. And you'll get that through your publishing. There's so much about publishing that most artists don't realize. They really believe that when they sign with ASCAP or BMI, once again, I've had artists come up to me at music conferences that I spoke at and say, "Hey, Mr. Paxton, I'm signed with ASCAP and BMI, so I've been in the industry now for." I said, "How long you been signed to BMI and ASCAP?" "For 3 years." "So I've been in the industry for three." I said, "Have you had any published work?" Well, no, not right. I said, "Well, you ain't in the music industry. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings." That's the reality. Tally Up said, ASCAP gave me a publishing company, my own, writing and producing. They didn't just give it to you. You applied for the publishing company, Tally Up. You're speaking to a person that knows this shit in and out. Don't forget that I help a lot of major artists with their publishing companies. ASCAP gave you a publishing company because you went in them. They didn't just look you up and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for you." And to Tally Up, I'm not on here to be disrespectful. I'm sharing this so that other artists can understand it. They don't make any mistakes and misunderstanding the news information. So I gotta share it. DJ Bryce, I say, let us know. What they do is you go and you apply for a publishing company or as a writer to be a writer. Then they sign you up. They don't look for us. They don't go searching for you down the street. Say, "Hey, that look like Stone. Hey, Stone, you want me to sign you up to ASCAP Publishing or being?" They don't do that. They don't search you out to give you a publishing. That's not what happens. Tally Up said, "I learned that the club needs to register." Yes, all clubs need to register, not just one club. But the problem is some clubs try to fall under the radar. When I had my club, ASCAP contacted me. I told ASCAP, I don't play nobody's music in my club. This is all independent artists. Now, when I start doing it, I will definitely pay the fee. But I don't have a DJ playing all the time in my club like that. Matter of fact, I don't. And they were trying to get money out of me for my club. Like, "Oh, we just pay this $100 every month." They were trying to get something from me. And I'm like, "Listen, my club is not open. It's only open for live events." So ASCAP tried. So yeah, ASCAP's job is to go to clubs and to charge their fee for the music being played in clubs, via jukebox, via live, or DJ. So Tally Up, absolutely. School at the Button said, exactly. The venue must be registered with the BBB, Better Business Bureau. For those of you that don't know what the BBB is, that's what my brother School at the Button is saying. Tally Up say, "I'm learning." Hold on. Tally Up say, "I'm learning." Tally Up say, "I'm learning. If I do performance royalties, if the club is registered, I get a couple dollars." Yeah. And if let's say you did 50 clubs, it adds up. Tally Up. If the club is registered. So even if the club is not registered, trust me, if you perform there and you tell ASCAP you perform there, ASCAP gonna call their asses and be like, "Hey, listen, one of our artists that we collect on performed at your club 2 or 3 times. Uh, we got to collect on that." They're gonna make them pay because they represent and protect us. School hit the button, say, "Look up all the clubs in your area. They are registered with the BBB, and get your ass to work. You will be surprised how many folks will let you do a quick set." School hit the button is 100% correct. Tally Up said, "I'm learning. If I do performance royalties, the club is registered." Yes. Tally Up said, "Yes, supply in 1990, it was free then." Yeah, it costs now for publishing with ASCAP. It's always costed with BMI. BMI has always charged for publishing, but they didn't charge as writer. And ASCAP used to be free as publisher, but now they charge. Time said, "The best car I've seen in 1981 was a 900 Gold Saab, and I was in New York and Queens when I seen it. My buddy had a Gold Saab." Tally Up say, "Now they charge." Leanne, what's up? Hit that thumbs up as you guys are coming into the live. Any artists, producers, share this with artists and producers, singers, rappers. Share this live, y'all. Jay Bond say, "Yes, y'all please understand and read. Listen, y'all please understand and read things you sign because clarity is everything. If you don't know what you're signing, then you ask someone who knows." Stone is 100% correct and he knows. Jay Bond's right. I tell artists all the time, know what you're signing. If you're looking at it and you don't know, it's like the blind reading. If you're looking at something and you don't even know what you're reading, you might as well be a blind person reading. Facts. Because if you don't know what it's saying, is you might as well close your eyes and do, because that's what you're doing. If you don't get it, ask somebody that knows, or pay an attorney, or call somebody that's in the game that really know. Pay somebody that knows. That's what my channel was about. I've been in the trenches. Listen, I want you to understand. I'm not just a producer on YouTube talking. There's a lot of cats that just be talking who might have just produced. It's a lot of upcoming producers who look at other channels and copy off the channels. There's a lot of content creators. Their channels were built off of watching other channels, not from them being in the trenches. Understand that. You'll have people, there's people that's had hit records, right? That still don't know the business. But you might believe they do because they had a hit record. How do I know a lot of them don't? Because I get calls from celebrities that don't even know the business. And they call me for help because they don't know. Just because they got a hit record don't mean they know the business. That just means they have a hit record because the record company set it up to win like that. But it doesn't mean they know the business. Lauren Shamir says some of the clubs and bars now have listened. Yes, because ASCAP and BMI had to do that so they can track how many spins were happening. Tally up said my best friend is with CSAC. They seem to help more with independent people. Don't speak on people don't speak. Well, CSAC, you got to understand, CSAC collects for territories outside of the USA and some in the US, but mostly they don't step on BMI and ASCAP in the US. They collect for overseas markets. And and it's good to use them. Like if BMI and ASCAP is not properly collecting in those territories, I suggest artists to sign up for CSAC. But let's just go deeper into this. What is the real purpose of having a BMI and ASCAP? If you have no published work, it's as good as void. Understand that. If you have no published work, you just signed, you just got a BMI and ASCAP for what reason? Have published work. Like if you're gonna have BMI or ASCAP, have work out. So then it makes more sense. Ronnie Q, especially since you're paying for the publishing, you want to get that money back. Ronnie Q say free wisdom. Thanks. Ronnie Q, thank you, family. Hit that thumbs up at the top. Listen, there's a lot of money in publishing. Let me tell you, a lot of money. Tally up says CSAC do referral. My best friend, but ASCAP will not release me. Tally up. Let me educate you. Tally up just said ASCAP will not release her. And you got a lot of learning to do, Tally up. ASCAP can't hold you, and those are non-exclusive agreements. You do understand, right? Publishing, ASCAP and BMI are non-profit companies. Those are not exclusive. You're not signed to no record deal, Tally up. If you want to be released from ASCAP, it's as simple as sending them a letter saying that you have decided to, exit out of your relationship with them, and send them a written letter, and they will let you go. They're not holding on to any of us. It is a non-exclusive agreement for them to collect on your behalf. Understand that. Javon said, hey, brother, sent that to you, so check your email when you... I will. I sure will. I got you. I'm going to check it out, and then I'll let you know when to send me the stems. Yes. Tally up. It is non-exclusive agreement. They don't hold you in a contract. You just got to let them know. And you can even call ASCAP, and they'll let it go. Now, you can have a BMI. You can be under BMI as a writer and ASCAP as a publishing. A lot of people don't know that. You can be with two different companies. You got to know the logistics of how that works. I've been lazy and missed time. Okay, it's never too late. It's never too late. You can send them a letter anytime. But once again, the conversations about being a producer, and it says, what's a good producer in RU1? A good producer is somebody I can give you 50,000 and say, listen, I need you to come back with 4 songs done, finished. You say you got an R&B singer, I need you. You say you're a producer, I need you to come back with it finished, everything. Recorded, mixed, mastered, and quality product. Here's the 50 grand. A producer's gonna go get that done. A beat maker's thinking about the beat. They ain't thinking in a producer capacity. A real producer's gonna go get that done, come back, and most of them, like myself and Meech, who's had budgets, who's had to work on budgets, are gonna come in under budget. It might even save you. Might have a $5 grand left. That's what a producer does. They know how to get in the studio, get the product done, no excuses made, and get it out and back to the label or whoever's putting the record out. John 415 say Morning Stone tight hat. Who makes it? Damn, I would take it off, but my hair is real jacked up. I would take it off, but my hair is jacked up and tell you. I don't know. It's not Stetson. What does that say? My boy Teddy Riley saw this hat, and then I looked up, and Teddy had the same hat on in one of his interviews. So I texted him. I said, "Yo, Ted," I was like, "Yo, I say I see you like my swag with that hat. You know what I'm saying? That color, because Teddy had never had this color, but Teddy saw my video, and then I looked up, and Teddy had the same color. I was like, oh, I said, listen, I love it, man. Being a producer is you are a finisher, right? So let's not mix the two. Beat makers, you're a beat maker. Until you have proved that you can take an album, take an artist, put them in the studio. See, I produce albums. I had this guy come from Seattle. I want you to look him up. His name is Cheyenne Salai. I did a song for him on this movie soundtrack. Me and Cambodian Mystique. I produced, she co-produced. His name is Cheyenne Salai. This cat is just cold lyrically. He's out of Seattle. Look him up, right? Look him, go on Spotify, look up Cheyenne Salai, right? Just like it sounds, Cheyenne Salai. I said Silah. He called me up. He said, Stone, I want to do an album called 24 Hours. I said, all right. He said, I'm going to fly to Vegas. I want to cut the album. I picked him up from the airport. Yeah, Shrine, me too. All my life. I picked him up. I think I picked him up around 8 o'clock, right? We had the album done, the whole album done before 20. We had the album done by 9 o'clock. Every track, I had it mixed, recorded, mixed, mastered. When he got on the airplane, the album was done. Yeah, that's a producer. Somebody that can finish the product. Not, we ain't talking about puff on the puff. And you talk, yeah, man, we're going to get back to this song. How many more we got, man? No, you get in the studio, you work, you get it done. That's a producer. The final product from beginning to the end. If you've never had to do that and you haven't done it, you're not a producer yet. You're a beat maker. And I know you're going to be upset with me. I get it. But if once again, I use certain people. If you don't believe me, go reach out to my boy Meech. If you don't believe me, go reach out to my boy EA Ski. If you don't believe me, go reach out to my boy Teddy Riley. I can give you at least 50 other producers to reach out to. Go reach out to Rockwater. Go reach out to Rufus Black. Ask them, say, Stone said this on his live. Is it true? They're going to say, Stone's right. If you can't finish a product from beginning to the end. When Meech was in the studio working with Pac and Jodeci on that record, right? If I had Meech on here telling the story, he already knew how he wanted them to sing. He knew how he wanted Danny Boy to sing. He knew how he wanted Casey and JoJo to sing. He gave everybody their instructions. That's another thing about being a producer. I need you to sing this. Okay, yeah, and then I need you. Okay, Pac. That's an 8 bar right there, Pac. But then I need you to come in on that 16. All right? Casey and JoJo. What y'all gonna do is this. I already got it mapped out. Meech laid it out. And he was on his mission. And that song became a classic and legendary song because of his guidance. Y'all understand? That's a producer. I want you to understand. Because of his guidance. Teddy Riley, when he gets Blackstreet in the studio and he say, nah, I think we should do this. Now sing that part right there, Chauncey. No, okay, now take that back. Now hold on, let me put some chords, a vocoder around there. Or let me do this or that. That's producing. Album's done, that's a producer. You see what I'm saying? That's somebody that can get a project done from beginning to the end. When Rockwater works with Janet Jackson in the studio, and he did those records, he's like, yo, Janet, here's a part I have for you to sing. Max Stack, hit that thumbs up, family. Thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate you. Ronnie Q, what you talking about, Ronnie? What was that statement you made? I don't get what you mean. Bad hair day. What we talking about, Ronnie? I hope you're on some positive stuff, Ronnie. I would hate to block you from the channel. I mean, I'm trying to keep all the cool people I can. But if you ain't cool, then you coming up out this motherfucking channel. That's a for sure, and a for sure. It's up to you which way it goes. Understand when Quincy Jones did In the Garden. Remember that compilation? When he did that in the garden, he already knew how he wanted I'll Be Sure, and he already knew how he wanted LD Barge and everybody else to sing. He already knew. That's a producer. Come on, I just got to tell y'all, that's a producer. Beatmaker, stop calling yourself a producer unless you actually produce. I don't care if you produce hits. That's you make them. I mean, you've done beats for hits, but if you haven't produced a record, that's not being a producer. Now, can I go deeper with this? Let me give you an example. When we did Mila J's Welcome to the West, right? When I produced that track, when I did the track and I produced it, the music part of it, Mad Lion and Rufus Black also produced it as well. Now, here's where the conflict happens with producers, the person that creates the music versus producers, right? It's going to be an argument that happens. So because I wasn't in the studio when Mila laid the vocals, the finished stuff, I was there in the beginning. But in the end, Mad Lion wanted me to fly out to LA. He said, you coming out for the mix? I said, I'm not going to be able to make it. So Mad Lion had to assume the position of producer. Therefore, he took producer on the album with me. So if you look on there, it says produced by Stone Paxton, Mad Lion, and Rufus Black. Even though I did the music, I composed the music. I am the producer of the music, but because he had to sit in and instruct Mila, him and Rufus on how to sing. Rufus wrote the arrangements, Mad Lion wrote arrangements, right? And Stone wasn't there for the mix. They were allowed to get producer credit along with me. Y'all see how that works? Because I didn't show up to the studio. Now, even though they were sending me the mixes saying, Stone approved the mixes, I wasn't there for the final because I was in Vegas and they were in LA. I was there in the beginning. I created the track there in the studio. When they started cutting her vocals, I was there. But a producer has to see the project all the way through. Right? If you send the track, the producer has to at least be mixing it and mastering it and being a part of that final product. Right? So because Mad Lion had to sit in the studio and oversee the session and Rufus wrote it and arranged it, they were able to get producer along with me. So y'all see how that works? I want producers to understand, beat makers. If you ain't in that studio and you're trying to become a producer, if you're not in there from beginning to the end, the mastering, the mixing, well, and you look up and people taking production, you can't be mad because that's part of it. That's producing. They did produce it. They did produce it. They were there for the finished product, right? DJ Brightside said, these live streams are gold. DJ Brightside, family, I appreciate you for that, man. I do. And I thank you for saying these things. And I thank you for being transparent and honest with all the people on here for them to see what you're saying. Charlie Up said, can I send you something I made as a beat maker? Then I understand you can fix what needs fixing. I could take what you have and reproduce it, Tally Up, if that's what you're saying. Or I could listen to it and say, Tally Up, this is what I think you should do. You'd have to explain to me what you need and how you need it. You know what I'm saying? And then I can help you out. But I do that for a lot of producers. Sweet Rain said, I love the song Secret Garden. What a great production. Quincy Jones from beginning to the end. John said, this is the real game. John 4:15. Boss Lady's in the house. My moderator, Boss Ladies. What's up, Boss Lady? I'm just showing you guys the difference. If you guys people fly to Vegas to work with me for one reason. They're like, man, Stone is going to finish that project. When you leave, it's going to be done. The only reason a project wouldn't be done with Stone is if either people are not showing up to the studio or we're not finishing the work. Or maybe I might get busy or on something else and we have to postpone. Those are the only reasons. But when people pay me and they come to my studio and they paid me, right? or projects I've taken on without pay. I said, okay, I'm working for the back end for this. We get it done. And if it's not done, it's because I might have gotten real busy or they got busy. But know that people hire me because they know I'm going to deliver. You understand what I'm saying? They know I'm going to deliver. Somebody asked me, can a writer get production? It depends on the situation. If the writer is a writer that has written a lot of big hits and they bring opportunity to the table to you, they can ask for production. Yeah, they can. Yes, they can. They really can. That's just how it's structured. Hit the thumbs up as you're coming into this live, you guys. We should have way more likes than this, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Can a writer ask for music production? Yes, they can. If they are a known writer who has hits and they're bringing you to the table, getting you a placement, they can actually be like, hey, I want production on this too. Especially if they're going to sit in the studio during the whole process, they can definitely ask for it. But just off of the fact that they got you a placement, they can dip into the production. They can ask for it. Yeah, tally up. Let me know how you want to do that. Just when you send it, tell me what it is you're needing and how you want to do it, and we'll chop it up. Because I'm all about making sure that producers can understand, art beat makers can understand the difference in producing. It's rather disrespectful when a beat maker says to a guy like myself or Rufus Black or Mad Lion or EA Ski or Meech that they're a producer when we spend our life dedicated to learning how to be great producers. It's an insult and a slap in our face. It is. I'm just being honest. Like I don't go to Jimmy Jam. In my younger years when I met Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, I never went up to them and said, "Hey, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, hey, I'm a producer, man." I never went up to Teddy Riley when I met him back in the day. When Mike Conception got me and Teddy on the phone and called and said, "Listen, this is Stone, Teddy, this is one of my producers, Stone." I never said, "Hey, Teddy, I'm a producer." Mike wanted me to pay attention to Teddy to learn. He wanted to introduce me to Teddy Riley so I can learn better production and how to be a better music producer. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Grind King said, how do a writer get noticed? EB say, gang. Grind Kings, build relationships. Grind King, relationships, family. I'm giving you my secret. Man, I created relationships, bro. I was talking to everybody. Everybody that was in the game doing something. I was connecting with them. We got a relationship build because at the end of the day, that's what's going to help us win. It's the relationships, right? You got to connect with anybody that's doing something in the game and doing it right and making way. Connect with them. Connect with the gatekeepers. Shadow Edit said, only what? Shadow. I don't even understand why you come in my live saying what you're saying when we're talking about music, family. Please be kind and leave. If that's what you're going to do, I'm going to be real nice and tell you just leave. That's all I'm going to say. Max Stack say, I needed a secure space to communicate with you. Email. Max Stack, hit me up on Instagram and then I'll give you my email. Because what happened, Max Stack, when I started posting my email, too many people hit me up sending me just horrible stuff. So now I got to monitor what goes to my email. So if you if you reach out to me on Instagram at Stone Paxton, then I'll send you my email address, family. Yeah, because CC, take it off of there, please. Because they get my email, CC, my moderator, and CC, they've been sending me crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, CC, I had to take that message off of there. Because people been sending me garbage and filling up my inbox with just garbage. CC, so I don't want to share my email no more. If they want to contact me, they can contact me on Instagram. We just have to post at Instagram so they can reach out to me. Then I'll kind of fill them out, and if I feel like they solid, then I give my email address. Thad King Beats said, "What's up?" Thad King Beats, what's up, family? Welcome to the live. Listen, thank you for coming in. Hit that thumbs up, Thad King at the top. Mac, yeah, hit me up, Mac. Hey, Mac, hopefully you hit that thumbs up at the top. That's the difference between a beat maker and a producer. Once again, when Mike Conception put Teddy Riley on the phone, he called Teddy and said, I want to introduce you to one of my new producers. I didn't say to Teddy Riley when I met him, "Hey Teddy, hey, I'm a producer." I didn't want to throw no disrespect. I wanted to learn, right? John 4:15 say, "Hey, do you ever work with Bruce Sweeten?" I was listening to Michael Jackson yesterday. Billie Jean was mixed really well. The whole album was mixed great. John 4:15. I've never worked with him, but I do know him, and I met him years ago. He's incredible. He's giving me pointers on mixing and certain stuff to use, and that's why my mixes. Listen, my mixes sound the way they do because I was schooled by all the legendary engineers and producers. Dad King Beats, love you too, brother. I appreciate you. Y'all hit that like button. John, listen, let me tell you, Bruce Swedeen he's incredible. You talk about incredible ear, and he still uses all the old school analog gear. The reason why I got back into using my analog gear again is because of Teddy Riley, because of Bruce, because of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, all the cats in the industry. That's why I ended up building my SSL system again. I was like, man, no, man, I got to get back to the real deal. Because I was using that soft tube plugin and it sounded so good that I said, if you go listen to my album In the Key of Love, I used the SSL soft tube console one. And everybody that was listening to the album was like, hey man, like what you mix that on? Because it sounded so big. I promise you, play it in your Bluetooth, play it in your studio, listen to the album, Stone Paxton in the Key of Love. And I promise you, that's what made me decide to start back 100%. I don't even know why I got away from, I never really got 100% away from analog. But that was the reason I went back to building my actual SSL system. I said, I don't want to use a plugin. I got to use the real deal because hearing the Soft Tubes SSL 9000 just blew my mind. I was just blown away. So I decided to go back into it. Ryan Cogs, I would love to travel from Australia over to America and learn how to produce. Ryan, let me know what you want to do. I have people that come here from overseas all the time to work with me all the time. I'm actually going to be Meech and I talked about doing a producer's Western name, but I people fly here all the time to meet with me and work with me, Matt. Ryan, let me know what you want to do. Follow me on Instagram. Inbox me, Ryan, at Stone Paxton. People fly over here all the time to work with me. It's not nothing rare. It happens all the time. Thad King say do a hybrid old and new. Thad, you're talking to a guy who's been in this game 42 years, my young G. You speaking of a guy that already knows about hybrid. I come from the real deal. My studio is a hybrid system, my A room and my B room. It's all hybrid. You're talking to a guy who knows. You got to remember now, I'm 55. I'm not 25. but thank you for feeling like you giving me some pointers that I didn't know about. I teach this stuff. John 415 say, I just got the SSL Sigma. Listen, John 415. Teddy Riley uses the Sigma. Teddy got the Sigma in his studio. The Sigma is the SSL 9000. That's what it is. It is the SSL 9000. Thad say, I know. Me too. Are you 55, Thad? King Beats? Going by the word beats, I know you're not in your 50s because us Generation X, we don't use the word beats. Producers don't use the word beats. So I know you ain't my age. So I know you don't have as many years in this game as I do, but there's still a lot of learning you can do. Ryan said, I have so many songs in my head, but I just don't know how to make them come to reality. I have an ear for music and I have so many sounds in my head that I've just never heard anyone do before. Brother Ryan, wait. Brother Stone is here if you need me. If you need me, Brother Stone is here. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram at Stone Paxton, inbox me, and we can expand on this conversation. I'm here. If whatever you want to do, once you decide, you let me know. E-Ride say, what up, Stone? I'll be messaging you about that beat review. Okay, would love to learn and hear your advice. E-Ride, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's go. You got my Instagram. When you're ready, let's go. Thad King said 41. Okay, Thad, you close. You close. Take that beat off your name. Call it Thad King, the producer. Well, unless you haven't produced things, and I understand why you're calling it beat. I respect that. I've been in the music industry for 43 years, Thad. I've produced and worked with all kinds of cool peeps. L said, the engineer said, EA Ski is the reason why I have analog gear now. Harrison 5. Harrison is the shit. I got the Harrison 500 series set and some Zulus by Langston. That analog gives you that track, give that track some weight. Yes, you heard what he said. You heard what Els said. Els is correct. Go listen to my records. Go listen to EA Ski single he produced on Ice Cube. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, analog will never be replaced. Ones and zeros will never have any competition over analog. I don't care how close they get to mimicking the plugins to the T. It'll never replace analog. Matt say, have you ever worked with anyone from Canada? Matt, I've gotten calls to work with artists from Canada, but either the budget from the label doesn't go through or something ends up happening. Hit the thumbs up as you guys are coming across the live. So I get calls all the time to work with artists from Canada, but it's like when it comes to them paying me, getting the money right, it always falls through the cracks at that step. Yard chat said experience counts. Yard chat, experience is everything. Experience is everything. Dad, I got love for you though, Dad. Let's go. Dad, if you got artists wanting to be on this compilation, Dad, have them hit us up too. Yard chat, experience counts. When I was younger, I didn't realize how much experience counts. Now that I'm older, I get why I'm so proficient is because of my years of experience and being able to access conversations with cats in the industry. Y'all understand? With heavyweights. Being able to access those conversations with heavyweights in the industry. Right? Because they'll tell you what they did wrong. They'll say, listen, Stone, this is what I did wrong. Like anytime I text Teddy and I ask him a question, if it's something that I'm unsure of, right? About like plugins. Like Teddy know his stuff. He know his old school stuff and he know his new school stuff, right? So when Meech and I are in the studio, if I'm talking to Rufus Black, even when me and Rockout and all of us were having conversations about music at Missy Elliott's unveiling up at the Wax Museum, we all, it was always about music. Teddy gets excited about this stuff. So if you ever talk to Teddy Riley, anybody's ever talked to him, you know that Teddy is a gearhead. He's a software gearhead, but he's all about the old school element. But Teddy loves having conversations about music and plugins. And Teddy will share it. Listen, to be in the circle of all these heavyweight cats and for them to share what secret plugins they're using. I probably will never share with you some of the plugins that Teddy has shared with me that he uses. Because it's that industry secret stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying? You just don't give up the game. I feel honored from the time that I met Teddy, which I was a young buck then, right? All the way up to now. I feel honored because I've learned a lot of game from Teddy and tons of other top engineers in the game. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Babyface, right? Who spit game to me and said, Stone, this is gonna make you a better producer. Stone, do this, do that. Stick with that. Now, if it's working, it's working, Stone. Just do more of it, right? I learned from the guys that have the hits. I didn't learn from Rudy Poots. I didn't learn from people that see, because you think the blind can't lead the blind. How can you learn, right? A blind person can learn how to walk without a cane. Yes, they can. They can even learn how to feel around. But when it comes to certain intricate things, they still need help. So the whole concept of the blind leading the blind is the metaphor of if you don't know, how can you teach somebody? How can you teach me more than what I already know if you don't know anything? So I was always that humble producer because back in the 90s and 80s, we didn't use the word beat maker. It was either you were focusing on being a producer or you weren't going to be one. There was no such thing as a beat maker. Nobody even used that word. Nobody said, hey man, you do beats. It was like, hey, you produce? That's the way it was back then. That's the way we used to talk. We never said, do you make beats? That word didn't even exist, right? The word beat never existed in the 80s and the 70s. Ryan said, Phil the Groove has a real Bruno Mars feel. So, fine example. You see, Ryan said, Phil the Groove has a Bruno Mars feels. Now, y'all know I'm older than Bruno Mars. Y'all know I've been doing funk way before there was a Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars' interpretation of funk came from Brian Ronson, who convinced him to do that. That's why Bruno Mars' early music is totally different from the music now. Because Brian, the producer, was infatuated with old school artists. So it convinced Bruno, yo, we should do this sound. I've been doing that. I've been doing that sound. It ain't new for me. And me being a former member of the Rick James Stone City Band only made it even better for me to be like, all right, I got to step my game up, right, on that funk. They in the UK, they actually called me. One of the guys from the BBC called me the modern day Rick James. I don't know what made him say that, but he said my sound has that modern day vibe, that modern funk. So my stuff is modern funk. You feel what I'm saying? Mike Lowe say tracking, huh? Mike Lowe, what you say, Mike? Yeah, switch that name, the King. I'm just gonna say the King until you switch it. The King producer, let's go. Switch that name, man. You've been in the game too long. That beat stuff was for the young cat. John 415 say, I'm saving up for the SSL X. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Right, yo, John, the X rack is expensive. I have two in my studio. My Studio B, it came off of Timberland's bus. So my Studio B, the one from Studio B, it actually was the one. If you ever seen Timberland's studio, though his SSL system, one of those I got in my Studio B is legendary. He did everybody on Aaliyah. It comes off of his tour bus where he produced a lot of hits in my Studio B. And in my Studio A, I have one. John 415, you are not going to go wrong with that X rack. You already know, trust me. You're not going to go wrong. I mean, you hear my vocals? All of my vocals are ran through that. I sum all of my stems through my SSL, X Desk, and X Rack. All of my stems. And then I sum the overall master when I'm done mixing. So yeah, I can't wait for you to get it. I cannot wait. Now this is some producer conversation. See, these conversations we having, this ain't beatmaker conversation. This is also producer conversation. This is how us producers talk. We love talking about equipment. Y'all know that? Us producers love speaking of equipment because we know that the bottom line with this equipment makes us better, gives us a better quality sound with our music. It makes the overall concept of what we're trying to pitch with our music more visible to the ears, right? Right? You hear it. And you could put an independent record up next to another record. You'd be like, why does that Stone record smash harder than that other record? It's thin. Well, I'm using the SSL stuff. Why does EA Ski Records smash harder than the average independent record? Because he's using that analog stuff. It's a fact. The King producer said absolutely. Mike Lowe said 100%. Hey, there ain't no shortcuts in this game. I suggest all beat makers start really moving towards, you want to migrate from using the word beats to using the word producer. And psychologically preparing yourself to be more of a producer if you're planning on lasting in this business. You want to really get with a producer that produces and sit next to him in the studio. Sit next to them and don't be afraid to say, can I come and sit with you in the studio? Don't be afraid to hit EA Ski up and say, yo, Ski, man, you know, if I'm in Oakland, can I come and sit next to you and watch you work? Don't be afraid to hit me up and say, Stone, can I come sit next to you and watch you work? Or can I consult with you to learn about mixing and the process of how you do it? Don't be afraid to hit up cats like EA Ski and myself. Teddy Riley, Teddy don't really do it. Teddy's so busy, he don't do that. And Teddy don't hit everybody back. So I hate the word. I don't know. It's something about the word HIT that YouTube doesn't like, so I try not to use it. But Teddy doesn't, he won't reach back out to just anybody. He's so busy working, he just don't. He won't. But rest assured, if you meet him, he gonna give you game. If you ask him, if you say, "Hey Ted, what will make me a better producer, beat maker?" He'll say, even if you say, "What will make me a better beat maker?" He's gonna say, "Well, I can tell you what's gonna make you a better producer." That's what he's gonna say. He ain't even gonna the beat maker thing. He ain't even gonna question. His son is an incredible producer. His son is an incredible producer. But he's going to tell you right on the spot. He's going to spend 10, 15 minutes right there. He's going to give you game. That's Teddy, right? Joe Fire said, fam, like button. Thank you, Brother Joe. I appreciate you. Thank you for always holding down the channel, man. All of you guys, man, are amazing, man. I really love you guys, man. I really do, because it's important to me to spread the word. Guys like myself and EA, and I keep mentioning EA Ski because EA Ski is a friend of mine, right? And we talk a lot on the subject of this. When we're on the phone, we'll talk. And sometimes he got to go, sometimes I got to go, but we're passionate about this stuff, man. We're passionate about the quality of music. And we know if we don't speak on this, then the future of the quality goes thin. Listen what I just said. We know if we don't speak on this, the future of the quality of the music that our community created, hip hop, soul, R&B, funk, goes thin, goes flatline. Do you know what going thin is? That's equivalent of you flatlining in the hospital. When music goes thin, that's a flatline. That means that is the unlifing of music. When it goes thin, it's flatline. So he's passionate about it. That's why you see him go on his channel like I do. And we talk about these things and we try to educate you guys on the game. That's why you'll hear Teddy Riley speak. That's why you hear Babyface and Jimmy Jam. And Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, especially Jimmy Jam is speaking more than he's ever spoke on analog. He's wanting the young generation to understand. Battle Cat, he's wanting the young generation to understand. Rockwilder, he's wanting the young generation to understand. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Or overstand. Whatever you want, take it and run with it. Ryan said, have advanced total recall, moving fader automation, great for dynamic pop or film remixes, where levels change throughout. Okay. So Ryan said total recall and moving fader automation, great for dynamic pop or film mixes where levels change throughout. Faders and automation is great for anything with more than 16 tracks. I say more than 20 tracks. I still use automation because if I got a huge mix, most of my mixes are probably, I'm not gonna lie to you, probably 45 tracks on my R&B stuff, my funk stuff, because I do a lot of vocals. My vocals are big, right? If you listen to my vocals, they're huge. So I use automation because I like little tricks and reverbs and stuff to happen and risers. So yeah, that automation to me, that total recall, I got total recall on the SSL X-Rack has total recall. So for pop or films, I would say, Ryan, I use it for everything. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't. Back in the day, it used to be where we had 2 or 3 guys that could help us with the mix. The beautiful part about automation now is just me and you or yourself. We can just sit there and automate it without needing a whole bunch of people. Great 59 say, JK, big bro, what's up, man? What's going on, fam? Hit that thumbs up. Great 59. Leanne say, Leanne, hit that thumbs up. DJ Brightside say, EA Ski and Stone Paxton's contents have leveled up my sound. DJ Brightside, family, we appreciate you. And I'm gonna say thank you for EA Ski, because I know if he was on it, he'd be like, that's what's up. Thank you, fam. I appreciate that. Listen, I know we might get on our channels and sometimes we might go in and y'all go over there and follow my brother EA Ski, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And some people say, somebody came in my life and said, I hate when people tell me to go follow people. Content creators say, go follow another one. Listen, if you and I said this again, if you mess with me, then you mess with my people, right? EA Ski is my people. So if you fuck with me, you fuck with EA Ski. Okay. So we're passionate. So sometimes we might get on the channel and we be raising our voice and yelling. That ain't against y'all. That is just real passion. This is what I love about Ski. I watch Ski's live. I support him. I go in there. I support him. But I laugh because I see the same passion EA got, I got, right? We both got. So I see he be in there pumped, and I'm the same way. That's just the way we are. And that is the love for what we do, you guys. Understand, we ain't taking nothing special to have us energized up. We just love what we do. And even talking about the thought of it gets us excited because we love this business. We still love making music. When we get up in the morning, we love the thought of being in the studio creating. That's a passion you can't compete with. Young folks, that's what y'all got to get with. The millennials, y'all got to get with that. You're not going to be able to compete with the OG's passion. Our passion is a whole nother level. You're not going to outwork us. I'm trying to tell y'all, Ryan said, you can patch in outboard gear, 1176 LA2As, Pultex, etc., effortlessly using insert points and patches. By utilizing subgrouping, parallel chains, and creative effects. Routing is flexible. Absolutely. And you can do it without it. I mean, when you know how to cut records, you can cut with a patch bay or without. You can, because I've done it both ways. Like right now, I don't have a patch bay because I don't need one. But then as I start looking at other stuff, I go, okay, I need to hook the patch bay back up, right? If I'm cutting the live band and I want to patch in search, all right, I need my patch bay because I'm routing. There's a 10-piece band. I want to route the compressors and other stuff and split the compressor up, both ways to the bass player and maybe to the kick drum. So now I gotta use my routing proper. I have to use my my inserts and stuff. Thad said gain staging is important. Gain staging is one as a producer. If you haven't, excuse me, correction, because producers know this. Beat makers, most beat makers don't get gain staging. Oh, so on a mixer, gain staging starts at the top. It's usually that button at the very top of the mixer. That's where the signal comes in first. Then the signal's routed down to that fader. That's your second level of gain staging. Then it's routed to the master, which is your other level of gain staging. But the first level gain staging is the most important. That's the one that's at the very top of your mixing console. So if you never mixed on a mixing console, you're gonna have a hard time understanding gain staging, which most upcoming beat makers don't understand, which is why a lot of their mixes be distorted or their production because they don't understand gain staging, right? Digital has a louder, it's louder than analog. Analog can be pushed harder than digital and won't distort as quick. Digital, you're going to distort quick. So you got a lot of headroom. You got to pull a lot of that back. John Port 15 said, Mark Shamir said, beat was for Sonny Bono, beat was for Yoko Ono, Public Enemy, beat Nick. Warren Shamir, I remember that. Beat was for Sonny Bono. Beat was for Yoko Ono, Public Enemy, beat Nick. John 415 say, I got you, Warren Shamir. John 415 say, when you're mixing on analog, it sounds like a record. When you're fully in the box and a little more difficult to get that depth, analog is 3D. Sound effects. Hey, once again, digital is ones and zeros. You're only going to get out what you put in. You can make a mistake on analog and make something sound good. How about that? You can literally make a mistake and EQ something, and you're like, ooh, I just created a new snare sound. See, what people don't understand is, let me tell you about the SSL console and the Neebs, how they were used. Back in the day, engineers would take a Neeb and they would change a snare sound just by EQing on the Neeb or the SSL and turn that snare into a totally new snare. I'm sharing game with y'all. Joe Fire says, Stone, I can see you on the rolling. Yes. Oh, I'm getting the rolling. Don't worry. Joe, I got you. My boy just got it too. Brother Chill just got his. Mike Lowe say, as a producer, do you normally write with quantize or prefer the inner clock for a natural human swing? It depends on what kind of track I'm trying to do, what I'm looking at. For most of my funk stuff, I keep it all natural because I want it to feel like how the drummer is really playing. So I don't quantize it. I want it to be that natural feel. All the mistakes, all the nuances, the little nuances a little bit behind or a little bit slow with a snare or kick. I want that natural feel, so I won't quantize it. Yeah, Mike Lowe, I don't always quantize. So it depends on what kind of record I'm doing. With most of my stuff you hear on my records, I don't quantize. Warren Shamir say Trident. The Trident consoles were incredible. I worked on them. One says facts. Thad King say very true. Nothing will ever beat analog. Nothing will ever surpass the essence of analog. DJ Brightside said, turn the volume down on your plugins first. Yes. So the way a plugin is really used, if you want to have really full control of your plugin, send it to an auxiliary output. Now you got more control over your plugin. Route it to auxiliary out. That way you can send the signal. You can use that signal on 20 different things as opposed to one. What I've seen is I went to people's studios and I've seen them have every channel with plugin on it. Every channel, 10 plugins, 10. I use 5 plugins on my records. Hey, listen to my records. Mike Lowe say, great answer. Yeah, brother Mike, you feel what I'm saying? You already know. I use 5 plugins on all my records. I don't use no more than that. I don't use no more than that. You can look on my plugins, you won't see on my mixes like 5 on this channel. You're maxing out all your CPU. For what? Because you got the plugins and you feel like, do you guys remember the days? You remember when Pro Tools, okay, I was around when Pro Tools first came out. Let me tell you what guys used to do. You remember the crack plugins that you can get? A guy sell them for $30. You can get every plugin. I remember going to people's studios. They would have 20 plugins on one channel. Why? 20 plugins on one channel. Producers. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, like, is that 20 plugins? And then he got 10 on another one, 15. Yeah, man, you know, I got all the latest plugins. I'm sorry. Bro, that's over the top. That's too much. Spearman said, what type of software do you recommend for somebody starting to explore? I suggest get Logic. Logic Pro. Spearman, you'll love Logic Pro. It's a great one to start with. It's still a professional software. I would say Pro Tools, but to me, as a producer, Logic Pro is going to benefit you better as a producer and for laying vocals, cutting your ideas. R. Wells said the brain can't handle more than 5. R. Wells, thank you for sharing that. Read what R. Wells just said. R. Wells, make sure you hit that thumbs up at the top too. R. Wells said the brain can't handle more than 5. The Born Shamir said knowledge, y'all. A part is quality and direct from the pros and not the internet. So's. You hear that? Hit that he rhymed that too. Born Shamir say the knowledge, y'all. In part is quality and direct from the pros and not the internet. So. Born Shamir, make sure you hit reach out to me again today too. I'm gonna be sending tracks out today. So I want to make sure I get you a track, you and Pack Heat today. Please, sir. Our well said the brain can't handle more than 5. The brain cannot handle more than 5 plugins. He's telling you guys some real truth. I use 5 plugins on every record that I have produced and mixed. Christopher Williams song, 5 plugins. Marvin King, 5 plugins. Rufus Black, 5 plugins. My stuff, 5 plugins. Rick James Stone City Band, 5 plugins. I don't use in any other artist I produce. I don't, because I know it's not that serious. When you're cutting records, Born Shamir, oh wow, man. Yes, Ski, my family, man. I appreciate you following me too, Born Shamir. Mike Lowe say for analog captures mids and low vocals and track frequency that digital can never. Yeah, Mike says for analog it captures mid and low vocals and track frequencies that digital can never fax. Why do you think they came up with plugins, y'all? To try to mimic analog. They came up with plugins to try to mimic what analog was already doing. So my thing is, if it ain't broke, why fix it? It's okay to use. Now I do like my plugins, reverb plugins now. I like my reverb plugin, right? But you won't see me using a lot of EQ plugins. You won't see me using, yeah, I don't do it, y'all. I kid you not. I know it's hard for you guys to believe, but I can pull up one of my mixes and you'll be like, wow. I will create an auxiliary and I will bus whatever I'm using and I will use that. Like if I got a drum bus, I will have an auxiliary for the drums. If I got vocals, I have auxiliary for vocals. Keys, auxiliary for keys. The right way you're supposed to do it. Spearman said, thanks. Mike Lowe said, compression, reverb, de-esser, and all. Hey, Mike, you'd be surprised, Mike. Have you heard any of my records, Mike? Any of my songs? Sabam say, tell me about composer. Sabam, are you one of my regular subscribers? Because I've been talking. You talking about tell me about composer? What are you talking about? Mike Lowe, have you heard any of my records? Listen, I don't really use de-essers unless I really have a problem with sibilance. Understand that's really the only reason you use it, unless you're trying to do something really different and creative. Now, I've taken EQ and plugins and used them in a creative way where nobody has used them in that way. But a de-esser, I will not use it unless I have a sibilance issue. So you'll be surprised, Brother Mike. All my vocals you hear, I have committed to my EQ and compression coming in. That way, when I'm mixing, I don't have to touch them at all. So I cut my vocals to edit. What do I mean by that? I cut them already, so I have minimal that I have to do when it comes to mixing. Typically, once I cut my vocals, I don't even have to touch them again. I just get it right in the mix. That's one of my secrets. When I cut vocals, I don't do a whole bunch of over EQing or compression. I commit and I print whatever's coming in. I print to it. I commit. I learned that from back in the day, from engineers. Commit. Learn how to commit. That way, your mixes you can finish quicker because now you don't have to be sitting there trying to EQ vocals because you've already got the vocals to sound the way they should already. 1119 say, OG Stone giving game. 1119, thank you, family. You know how we do. 1119, hit that thumbs up at the top, family. I appreciate seeing you today. So, Van say how to make clear voice recorder in FL Studios and give me some plugins. Okay, Savam. I'm going to give you on how to make the vocals clear. First of all, what are you using? Are you using M Audio? Are you using a Scarlett, a Focusrite? How are you getting your vocals in your computer? And I'm going to give you some game on how to get it clear and sounding good. And then what kind of microphone are you using? Give me those things. What audio box are you using? Focusrite, UAD, or M Audio? What kind of mic are you using? And what are you using on the front end as far as a plugin? Give me that, and then I'll tell you how to get them clear, because I'm sure it's probably sounding muddy. Okay, tell me what you're using. I'm waiting for you to tell me so I can tell you how to get it. M Audio, okay, got you. What kind of mic are you using? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care for M Audio at all. To me, I don't like the sound of M Audio, but that's just me. Okay, M Audio, what kind of microphone are you using? My thoughts on song mode versus sequencing. Well, the only difference in song mode versus sequencing is sequencing, you can actually go in and add something on in real time. Song mode, once you got it in song mode, all you can do is just either make the verses longer or shorter. But sequencing, you can go and you could call a keyboard player and be like, I need him to come in and play them chords right in that spot. In the sequencing mode, you can switch up anytime you need. He says he's using the M1 284. Okay. Now one more question, Savam. What plugins are you using to cut your vocals? And then I'm going to tell you how to get your vocals sounding the way they should. Now I'm giving up game. I really shouldn't give this game unless it's to my members. Yes, Born Shamir said taxing your CPU. Man, listen, Born Shamir, cats be having 30 plugins on one channel. I remember the days these guys would, it would just be, it wouldn't make no sense, bro. And I was guilty of, I did it one time in the beginning of Pro Tools just for the fun of it. I had plugins, probably 10, 20 on every channel just to see what it would do and see if it would max out my CPU. Savam, what plugins, okay, after you cut your vocals, what plugins are you using? And I'm going to give you a suggestion, Savam. I suggest you buy yourself a preamp, okay, for your vocals. Get you a preamp. You can get a small one. There's a preamp by the name of Art. Nice voice, gate, reverb. See, that's, you got too much stuff going on. You say noise, gate, reverb, grab. Okay, you're doing that after the fact. Okay, so I'm going to give you, the front end is important. You need to get you a preamp. Get a Art preamp. They got the small ones. You don't have to get the big one. It's an Art preamp. It's a one-channel preamp. It's called Art, A-R-T. I still got one of those preamps. Incredible. Reason why I say get that, because it's not too expensive. It has a tube in it. It's an Art 2 preamp. Get that preamp. Start running your vocals through the preamp. And then get a compressor. If you already have one, run your microphone through the preamp, out of the preamp into the compressor, then the compressor into your M Audio, and your vocals are going to sound totally different. Because on some preamps, they have where you can EQ the high and low, and you can really get it sounding, dialing it in. That's going to give your vocals a whole new sound. Or buy you a UAD, and you can do that same thing on the front end on your UAD. But if you want to save money, get you an Art preamp. If you already have a compressor, take the preamp and compressor, connect the microphone to the preamp, and then take the preamp output going into the input of the compressor, and then the output of the compressor into your M Audio. Hey, listen, Mike, listen, now I'll be honest with you. I use the SSL preamp, right? Coming into my UAD. But then I use the UAD compressor LA2A. I got some secrets, man. I got some secrets, but you can't beat that real preamp. April, I say, hey, Stone in the chat. I'm just stopping in. April, what's up? Hit that thumbs up, April. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, April. Savam say, it's too knowledgeful. Thanks for that, bro. Appreciate you. Savam, trust me, when you do it this way, you're going to come back on my live and you're going to thank me, because it's going to be like night and day. You're going to have to turn your volume down because you're going to get so much warmth from that Art. Make sure you get the Art preamp. It's a one channel, 2 preamp. Art is black. April, thank you for the $1 super chat. I appreciate you, April, all the time. and it's good to see you. It's a tube preamp. That tube is going to warm your vocals up. It's going to have your vocals sounding beautiful and sweet and warm and soft and just lovely and big. J Bond said, I used to have the art pre, it's purple and white. No, I'm talking about the black one. I ain't talking about that one. But if I'm not mistaken, no. I've been using art since the 80s. I'm talking about the black one. It's black. Just look up art one channel two preamp, Sabam. And if you can get the two channel one, get that one. I know which one you talking about, J Bond, but I don't think it's purple and white. You think no, it's black. All of art stuff is black. Yeah, the art is, listen, the art preamp is a slept on preamp. If ain't nobody told you, let me tell you. The art preamp is a slept on preamp. Period. It's slept on. Ronald Sample said, hi, what's up, brother Ron? Hit that thumbs up at the top. Savon said, can you tell me again? I write down. Okay, it's called ART, A-R-T, two preamp. ART, A-R-T. They have the single channel two preamp. It's a smaller one. Or they got the dual. So ART dual channel preamp, two preamp, or the ART single channel preamp, two preamp. Trust me, A-R-T, ART. When you get it, Sabam, and you connect it, you're going to be blown away. Because the preamp in the M audio is like this to me. That's just me. It's like, I'm like, I don't really care for it too much. And I like PreSonus, but I don't like that M audio. Ronald Sample said, thank you. Welcome, brother Ron. Listen, I mean, I got to share. Listen, another preamp that's incredible is the Behringer. I got a Behringer in my studio. Oh, my goodness, man. Listen, the Behringer preamp and the Valari compressor. Valari, it's a gold compressor. It's a two channel. And the Behringer, I can't remember what model it is I got in my studio, but that preamp, the Behringer 2, devastatingly amazing. I mean, vocals sound like just sweetness when you connect it. And the thing about it is, see, this is what I've learned to do. I've learned to take a cheap microphone, right? Now check me, hear me out. I can take a cheap microphone and run it through the SSL preamp or the Behringer preamp and make it sound like a U87. I know y'all probably like stone crazy. It ain't no way. I've done it. And I do it over and over again. I'm telling you. Go listen to any of my songs and the vocals on it. Then I'll tell you what microphones I'm using. I got the U87. I don't even use the U87 on records at all. It's rare. I use it on one record. I can, Sabam. Message me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Inbox me. And in the subject line, just put mixing. And I will message you right back and let's set something up. I mix records, even though I hate mixing them, but I mix great. Mike Lowe said, would you consider a special show for your followers to share their tracks, songs on your platform? Absolutely, brother Mike. And that's what I'm telling people about the beat review. And I've been telling guys to hit me. It's like, contact me. It's like, they say they're going to contact Mike and they don't even reach out. Because I got to have at least 4 or 5 people before I do the show, right? That'll make sense. So I can go through each song, we talk about it, we get people's response. But people say some guys message me, but most of them that come on here to talk like that, they don't message me. So whenever they message and they're serious, then I'll piece it together and we'll do it. Because that's what I want to do. Mike Lowe say that sounds like a hit in the background. Mike, that's one of my singles. Go to Spotify and follow me. It's called Love on the Dance Floor, featuring the legendary Alan McNeil from the R&B group Troop on the second verse. So that's my single featuring Alan McNeil. And that single is doing really good on radio across the country. Yes, sir. That's one of those ones. That's one of those ones, family. That was mixed here in Studio B. Boss Lady says, Stone gave some real school information for the stoners today for you guys today. True gems were dropped. Mike Lowe say that sounds like, yes, Mike, it is. It's a smash. Radio play it like crazy. They play it like crazy across all over the world. Even though you might not hear it in your city, I get tons of radio spins. Brother Ronald Sample say, thank you for you're welcome. Yeah, Sabam, make sure you message me. And I got you, Sabam. I can mix your stuff and have it sounding amazing. Yeah, trust me. Michael say contact for beat. Yeah. So for beat reviews, say yeah. Mike Lowe say contact for beat review, please. Now, please. Yeah, contact for beat review, you guys. If you want a beat review, contact me. We're going to do a live with all of my listeners giving their opinions on what they think. I'm going to give my opinion. I might bring, somebody in here live to listen and give their opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Another celebrity producer. Okay, Sabam, go on Instagram. Mine is Stone Paxton on Instagram. So all you got to do is go on Instagram and follow me. And then, or send me a message. If you can't send me a message, just follow me first. Then when I get off the live, I will follow you and I will inbox you, okay? Or comment. Sabam, comment on one of my videos and say, this is Sabam, and follow me anyway and comment. That way I know it's you. And then I'll message you back. Mike Lowe say fire. He say swinging. Yeah, Sabam, on Instagram at Stone Paxton. See, my moderator just put it in the bottom, right under you. Listen, music is great when you can experience it with the proper audio being properly put on it, as far as like the analog elements that it needs to be ran through. The experience of that is like no other. Music is great when you can hear it in its proper experience, like we grew up hearing it. When you can hear it in the way it should really be heard in 3D and it's real wide, it's a whole nother experience, you guys. Savon said, what time are you free to contact with me? With you? Anytime. Just send me, connect with me, and I'm going to message you. Better yet, Savon, let me send you my email real quick, just in case you have an issue. There it is. My moderator gave my email. My email is only for serious people. Do not email me on here. If you see me posting your email and I didn't tell you to email me, don't email me. Savon, that's my email at the bottom. Above you, at the bottom, I'm sorry, my moderator, stonepaxton@gmail.com. All right, and listen, throw some cash apps in there. Y'all show that love for your boy, man. You show that love. We keep this show riding. So I gotta add some more lights to this stuff, these reviews. Look, Sabam, it's stonepaxton@gmail.com. Let me put it on for you. This is my email address. Hold on. And reach out to me. I can do the mixes for you. Just reach out to me. Now, I've just posted my email address. Don't send me tracks if I didn't ask you to send me tracks. People, this is only for Sabam, so he can email me for his mixes. If you guys are not emailing about a mix, please don't email me, because people have just been emailing me, sending me just horrible tracks, and I'm not trying to have my ears offended, please. Michael O say, like the Yamaha NS10s. You know what? I used to be crazy about the NS10s back in the day, Mike. I used to be crazy about them, but now I've had the Event Studios. The Event 2020s were amazing. I used the B series KRKs. I got the Focals and Stack. Appreciate you coming. Say video not good, Stone. My video's not. Damn. Y'all having problems to seeing me? It's buffering. Shit, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Is it better? Okay. I think I had some things open in the background. Maybe that's what it was, you guys. I had some apps open in the back. Dobson Lou say it's better now. Thank you, Dobson. John 415 say focus right. ISA 1 preamp really good. Rupert Neve, yeah, Rupert Neve. Listen, you ain't never gonna go wrong with Rupert Neve, y'all. Ever. Rupert Neve, you will never go wrong with Rupert Neve. Rupert Neve is the truth. You're never gonna go wrong with it. Y'all already know. Rupert Neve is the business. Michael said, "Did you hear the ME10s were discontinued because it came from a certain tree that's almost extinct?" I did hear about that. So now you know that's gonna boost the value up of those. That's why it's better. Let me tell you something. The best tens were the original ones. The best tens were the original NS10s. The original ones. Listen, let me tell you something. I built a studio in my garage, right? Years ago. Like state of the art. Corrupt used to come cut there, all kinds of people. I had the original Westlakes. And listen, when we sold the house, I never took the Westlakes out. I regret that, man. Because I had the 15s, the Westlake, the original Westlakes, the 15s, and I never took them out the top. I was upset about that, man. Spearman says, sending Stone my pots and pans drumming mix. Hey, why you playing, Spearman? Mike Lowe said, did you? Yeah. Hey, Spearman, you funny. L's the engineer said, I have a Heritage Audio, man. Preamp sounds pretty heavy too. 2 transformers on the input. Oh my God. Heritage Audio is the business. L's, you ain't playing no games with the Heritage Audio is the business. It is no joke. Heritage Audio is the truth. I love Heritage Audio. Matter of fact, thank you for that, Els, because I'm going to add a Heritage to my studio because I've always loved Heritage Audio. Larry B Sound and some of the big studios always had like 2 or 3 Heritage, sometimes 4. Cyrus Stone, where they built into the house, that's why you know. So when I built the studio, I built them I had it built into the top. I should have just ripped it out. I should have got the crowbar, but I left them. Dang, man. And I saw the picture. Remember I was showing you guys the picture the other day of the studio? I should have never left those 10. The picture of me and Corrupt sitting in my studio, you can see them. All I had to do, because I had this mount covering them, I could have just pulled that out with a hammer and taken them out. I don't know what I was thinking. Sire, I know. I think right now, who has my Westlakes, or did they just throw them away? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was thinking, man. I got this president position to work for this company as CEO of this entertainment company in Anaheim. So in Anaheim Hills. So they got us a place in Anaheim Hills. And I don't know, man. I regret that, man. Because you can't even find those Westlakes, man. Work, Larry, you say, Mike? Tamara Reflector say, moving say fast. What you talking about, Tamara? What's up, Tamara? Hit that thumbs up. Y'all tell me I have food all on my mouth. Classic Ken folk say, what up, Pimpin'? What up, Classic Ken folk? My Ken folk in the house. Classic Ken folk in the house. What's up, family? Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Everybody coming in, hit that thumbs up at the top for your boy. Savon said, bro, I have one verse. Can interested to listen. Not on my live, Savon. But after I mix it, if you want me to play it and review it, I'll do that. But if you want me to review a song, that's what I'm saying. Like anybody that wants me to review, you got to say, I got to get enough people for me to do a live. I'm not going to do a live to review on one person's song. I got to do at least 4 to 5 guys. Classic Kim folks say for sure. Joe Fire said I got the 166. I mean, I could do a live and say, listen, it's a live beat review. Send in your songs right now. Blah, blah, blah. Send your cash out and I could do that. I could and then play it. I could. So maybe we'll do that. Whoever sends me the first 2 tracks, we'll build it off of that, and then we'll do a live where we do the live review where they gotta actually send the tracks in. Tamara said, always thumbs up, Stone. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate you. Classic Kim folks say for sure. Listen, we're talking, and then see, that's another thing. We're talking about producer. We're talking about producers versus what's a good producer and are you one? Right? Being a producer is also understanding your gear. Knowing your way around the recording studio. Listen, I can take a studio and unwire, like take all the wires are loose, rewire it with compressors, EQs, patch bay, all of that. That back in the day, that was also being a producer. We knew how to do all that. These days, these cats don't know how to. That's why when they came up with Reasons Rewire, a lot of younger guys didn't understand how to rewire. because that was for the producers who really come from their whole rewiring their studios, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So the reasons rewire was a concept of how we would wire stuff in the studio and connect it. As a producer, you should know your way around connecting the studio, disconnecting it, wiring the studio. Warren Shamir said, Joe Fire, those DBX are adequate. Sire said that's the fun part. With me too, Sire. One say respect to all producers. There we go. Thank you. Tamara said he didn't see your records. Who? Who didn't? Tamara, who didn't see my records? Warren Shamir said I use my Soundcraft Freeze and the Rupert Neve 511s, and I am satisfied. Ooh, we. Uh, the Soundcraft Freeze are nice. The Neves, come on, the Neves. We listen. Neves and SSL are all in the same category. You can't mess with them. All records are either mixed on the Neve or the SSL, and then you had Allen and Heath and a few other console studios, but that Neve and the SSL, you ain't going wrong. E-Ride, you said it'd be cool if I do the beat reviews, the music reviews. Mike Lowe say sending now. Well, what you sending to me, brother Mike? I'll probably do what I'll do is do another live where I'll do strictly beat reviews, brother Mike. But at least if I got your track, but I'll message you because I got to charge people for that. It's gonna be $5 to my Cash App for a beat review. That's for everybody. I can't just get on here just reviewing people's stuff. YouTube's gonna take whatever. You gotta understand, if you got a beat in this out, as soon as I play your beat, YouTube is gonna snatch my monetization. So I have to charge people for beat review. I have to. Unfortunately. Well, not really unfortunately. I should do it anyway. Barbara, what's up, Barbara? Hey, y'all, Barbara in here today. Barbara's in the house. So I say, as I get older, wiring computer networks and office took its place. It was still fun. Yeah, I like wiring the studio. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sweet Rain say, would you do an online concert for us? Have an Eventbrite set up so we can get our online tickets? I've considered doing that. I'd have to rehearse it, make sure all the audio is right. I have to do a test of the audio. I would consider doing that. That's something that I talked about doing before that I might revisit. Sweet Rain, like shit, I'm ready. I'm tired of waiting to see you on tour. I need to see Stone Paxton live right now. Savon said, bro, I honestly say I am from middle class family, so I don't have a good instrument. So thanks for giving it. Savon, yeah, listen, Savon, I got you. When you want me to mix it, I'm ready. But the equipment definitely is going to be important. But listen, I can take what you have and make it sound good, as long as it sounds okay already. James Howard said, hi, Sophia. Leanne said, Stone, you deserve it. You truly do. Thank you, Leanne. John 4:15 say, Stone, what do you think about API? Oh, sorry about that. I forgot about API. Let me not play no games. API is the truth. I totally forgot about the API consoles. The API consoles are up there with Neve and SSL. They are no joke. They're no joke, you guys. Just $5 for the review, brother Mike. E-Ride say $5 not bad. Some charge 20. And listen, E-Ride, they charge 20 and they ain't even done nothing in the music industry. I want y'all to understand. Most people that do beat reviews have not done nothing in the music industry. Nothing. Nothing. The truth. They have done nothing in the music industry. How you charging people $20 and you ain't done nothing? Spearman said, what's about laptop PC specs? What do you recommend? Spearman, I recommend a Mac, 1 terabyte, 16 to 32 gigs of RAM, and with like an i7 or i8. I mean the new what's the name processors, the new processors, but at least 16 gig, 1 terabyte, at least that. That's what I recommend. I wouldn't do nothing less. Leanne said $5 a bargain. Oh yeah, $5 is, considering my track record and my history, $5 is way too cheap. I should be charging $35, but I'm gonna break it in at $5. Sweet Rain said, laughing out loud. E-Ride said, you're right. Yeah, E-Ride, here's my thing. I could hear artist stuff and say, you know what? I like that. I'm gonna do a compilation. We're gonna call it Beat Review Compilation, right? So I could be like, you know what, I like that. I want to throw that on a compilation, right? And put it out. And it charts, right? These other cats that are doing beat reviews, they ain't doing none of that. The beat review is strictly for them fueling their channel or their pockets. It's not about really helping artists. Because who am I? Who am I? Hit the thumbs up as you guys are coming in the live. But who am I to say I'm going to do a beat review if I'm not even a producer or I don't have a track record? Who am I, right? I mean, think about what I'm saying. Like, it's like me getting on here saying, hey, guys, we're going to do beat reviews. And y'all thinking in y'all head, well, who in the heck is Stone Paxton? Who he thinks he is? He going to do a beat review. What has he done for himself? And that's the question that all cats that are artists and beat makers or song reviewers should say. What is this beat reviewer? What has this person done for hip hop that's going to help you if their music get reviewed on your channel? Do they have followers, subscribers? Do they have a history in the music industry? Can they get you a record deal? Can they get your record out? Can they get your record charted? Can they help your situation better? Other than that, why are you having them do a beat review? Tidy up, say I'm back. Mike Lowe, there's my Cash App right there. Right under you. Anybody looking to do a beat review? Tomorrow we're going to go live on a beat review. We're doing beat reviews tomorrow. Send this out to all your producers. Because of Mike. Mike asked me, when can we do it? So we're going to kick it off starting tomorrow. Beat review tomorrow. We will start the beat reviews tomorrow, starting with Mike's track. Mike, make sure you email me your track. Spearman said this is a masterclass. E-Rye said, that's what's up, Stone. We appreciate you. The beat review. Now, when the beat review comes from Stone Paxton, it's because of this reason. I'm doing the beat review to show you. Sweet Rain, so you could have a Christmas concert and Valentine's Day. I might have. I'm having so many. Sweet Rain. You know what, Sweet Rain? That might be something I might just do. Sweet Rain. I might do a Christmas one. You know what? I'm going to talk to my band. I might just take you up on it. Do my Christmas song, perform my Christmas song too. The one I got. And then maybe a few other Christmas songs and talk about Christmas and all that. Maybe Sweet Rain, that might be an idea. Sponsored by Sweet Rain. Leanne said, when people appreciate you, they'll display it. Leanne, thank you so much. Thank you. And that's when I know when a person appreciates me not. When people give me super chats, it's letting me know they're saying, man, Stone be pouring his heart out on here. He'll cry sometimes. He'll share knowledge. He'll be producing. I got to show him love. That's respect. And I agree with you, Leanne. Thank you for that. Thank you, Leanne. John 415 say $5 is a deal. Can you even get Starbucks with $5? You can't even get Starbucks with $5. But you getting Stone Paxton. Thank you, John 415. Joe Fire says Soundcraft pre's are super dope. Yeah, Soundcraft pre's are good because that console was based on, I forgot what Soundcraft's console was based on, another console, which is why the preamps are so incredible. I'm just trying to remember. So we already got one of our beat reviews. Do me a favor. Share this live because we're going to do the beat review tomorrow. Starting off with my brother. Where my brother at? Where he at? Hold on. Where my brother? With my brother Mike. Starting off with brother Mike's track tomorrow. We're doing it. Beat review. Now, know that my beat reviews are a little bit different. We're gonna go over the mix, the quality of the mix. Yeah, we're gonna go over the quality of the mix. Yeah, we are. Hold on. We're gonna go over the quality of the mix. We're going to go over the production. We're not just gonna do a beat review. You understand what I'm saying? We're not just gonna do a beat review and then that's it. We're gonna go over the lyrical content. We're gonna go over the production. John 415 say really good live. We're gonna go over the quality of the production. We're gonna go over the lyrical content. We're gonna give you. It's gonna be a real beat review, not just man. We're gonna give a real beat review. Engineering, vocal, the quality of how the vocals were recorded, music production, and the sound of it, which is mixing. We're gonna give a real review. Let's tune in. We're gonna do it at the same time. We're gonna start tomorrow at 9 o'clock West Coast time. 9 o'clock West Coast time. All right. So let everybody know. We're gonna do this. Listen, my bro right here just opened up the fire door to it. When he mentioned to me, Stone, when you gonna do the beat review? Tally up, say, I'm afraid, but I want to submit. Tally up, don't be afraid. Tally up. Let me tell you what this is going to do. And I don't want nobody to be afraid to submit. Please don't be afraid. Because the only way we're ever going to know anything or even get better is to submit our stuff for a beat review. Don't be afraid. You're never going to know what could be or what you need to do. And believe me, for $5, that shouldn't be nothing to be afraid of. And don't be afraid what people are going to say. Tally up. You have courage. Those of you that have courage to send your tracks in, it's telling me a lot about you. E-Ride is going to be 9 a.m. my time. Leanne said you can't let fear stop you from trying. Tally up. Leanne said don't let fear stop you from trying. It's a fact. Because one thing Stone Paxton can do that a lot of other people can't do. With a beat review, if I like it, I think I will start the beat review compilation, right? So let's say I like what I hear on live. I'm throwing it on a compilation. If I get 7, 8 people on a compilation and the beat review, I like all 7 tracks, I'm putting it out. Literally, as quick as long as it's mastered and it's mixed and it sounds good, that compilation, I can drop it within 3 or 4 days. I'm going to show you how quick I work, right? So doing the beat review with me comes with not just a beat review. It comes with opportunity as well for us to continue to expand your name. Born Shamir say, Blythe the model, the Soundcraft boards generally off knees. See, there we go. I knew that because I remember hearing it when I was younger. Journey off the knees, Tridents, and the Helios with the musical sound and EQs and the British consoles were notorious for. See, Born Shamir just confirmed what I said. That's why those were popular, and they still. Even if you get one of those, you good. You get one of those old consoles, you still good. You're in the house. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do the beat review, and this is going to be fun. Oh yeah, you guys. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun tomorrow. I'm already thinking. I have thoughts in my head, you guys. I'm thinking. This is going to be fun tomorrow. John 4:15 said, when I started in music, no one would talk about the gear. They use Stone, giving you game. Everything Stone is saying is our gems. Yeah, most people, he's right. John 4:15 is right. Most people would not give you what they are using or remotely close because they don't want you being close to what they're using. Not only that, there was a certain taboo in the music industry to share what you were using. Most cats don't. Teddy Riley is not going to share with you all the gear he's using. He won't. I'm not going to share with you everything. Leanne Newman say, great live, $5 is truly worth it. Let's go. Leanne, you playing one of your songs too? Are you going to listen to everybody, Leanne? E-Ride said, thank you, Spearman. Spearman said he's dropping nuggets. Yeah, most cats in the industry don't want to tell you their gear. I'm not going to lie. When I went to Babyface Brandon Way Studios, the X Rack and X Desk, let me tell you something. The 9,000 console Babyface is using is not really in commission. They got it sitting there. But guess what they're using, you guys? You won't believe what they're using in the B room and even in the A room. Leanne said, let's float. Leanne said she's going to be listening. Thank you for the super chat, Leanne. Leanne gave me a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Leanne. I appreciate you for that. You won't believe what Babyface is using in Studio B and parts of Studio A in his studio. He's got the SSL 9000 console, but they're using the same stuff I got in my Studio A and B, the X Desk and X Rack. Yeah, they don't even have the 9000. They're not even using all the channels in the 9000. They're just summing, but they're using the X Desk and X Rack in the A and B room. Same stuff I'm using in my A and B room. It's still SSL because it costs a lot of money to run those SSL consoles, the overhead costs, and the power bill for keeping it cool is very expensive. So they're using the X rack and the X desk. It does the same thing, the same exact sound in their A room and B room. I'm not making this up. I'm showing you something. Saban says, Stone, what kind of instruments you use in Bender type beat? Bender type beat? What you talking about, family? Expand. Bender type beat. Yeah, Mystique said you got to invest in yourself. It's a fact. If a beat review can get you on a compilation, why not do the beat review? Oh, and okay. What kind of instruments are you using the banger track? Saban, I use everything. Bass. You want a sub bass? I use the analog bass sometimes. I use really, really heavy drums, though you don't have to. But a combination of that sub bass and real unique and different sounds. Saban, what country are you from? Are you from India? Oh, Playboy Cardi, they're just using 808s and they're using 808 subs and trap hats, trap hi-hats, trap drum kits. Yeah, trap drum kits. And Saban, let me tell you something about India. You guys got some real interesting instruments. If you use those instruments and mix them with trap beats, bro, it'll be incredible. If you use some of those organic instruments, or you can get sample somebody's sounds in India, find a musician who's playing that sound and sample it and use it in a record, you'll change the game. Tark Smith says, salute, brother Tark. Hit that thumbs up as you coming into the live. Anybody coming across the live, hit the thumbs up. We talking about producers. What's a good producer and are you one? Do you consider yourself a good producer? Or are you a beat maker is what I should have said. That's what I should have said. Do you consider yourself one or are you one? Or are you? What I should have said, are you or what's a good producer? Are you one? Or are you a beat maker? Or that's more controversial, right? Are you a beat maker? We're changing that. I'm changing that right now. I'm changing the subject line at the top, because that makes more sense to me. Are you a producer? Do you consider yourself a producer or are you a beat maker? Which one are you? What's a good producer and are you one or are you a beat maker? That's a good question, right? Are you a producer or a beat maker? I should have said that in the beginning. Do you consider yourself a producer or a beat maker? Turk Smith said, are you going to cop the MPCLive 3? Hey, Tark, everybody keeps asking me that. So I'm going to say this. It's coming, but I'm not really talking much about it, Tark. I'm sure you noticed that, right? And Tark, I'm sure you wait. Everybody's waiting for me to make a beat on the MPCLive 3. Everybody's waiting. I've been getting inboxes like, Stone, you got the Live 3. When you going to make a beat? When you getting it? When you going to make a beat? Everybody's asking me the same thing, Tark. Saban say beat maker. Saban. Yes, sir. Dad King, the producer said, I called amazing beat maker from everyone who tell me I just love music too much. Yeah. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Thad King, the producer. You know what? Notice what I just said. Warren Shamir says Babyface on a Behringer 32. I dropped when you was talking. No, he's using the SSL X rack and X desk, what I have in my A and B room. Now, in his main room, he's got the SSL 9000, the big console. But you guys know, those consoles cost so much money to keep them cool. The power bills will be like 5,000, 3,000 to 5,000 a month. So what they did was, it's kind of like out of commission. They're using the SSL. They replaced it with the SSL X rack and X desk, which is the same thing. It's still the SSL system, which is what I have in the A room and the B room. SSL 9000 system. Same preamp, same EQ. Saban said, bro, you make some videos about, yes, Saban, if you look through my videos, I do a live beat making thing all the time. I did it yesterday. I have tons of videos. My channel's probably got over 300-400 videos of me making beats. So check them out. Thad the King said, I'm turning into a producer. Yes, Thad, it's in you. Let's go, Thad. Warren Shamir said, oh, that is good. Yeah. Listen, Warren Shamir, everything you hear being cut is cut on the X rack and the X desk. They summing, the stems, they will stem it out, they will sum it. So a lot of times if cats come to Vegas, they're going to go to the SSL studio. There's two different ones here in town with the SSL, right? And they're like, they'll call me and be like, Stone, instead of going to the Palms, right? They'll call me and be like, how much you charge to come to your studio? I just want to sum through the SSL stuff. And I'm like, all right, I give them a different rate to come and just sum their music through my SSL. Born Shamir said, oh, the 9,000, that has the brown and pink knobs or the orange. The 9,000 has the orange. Yeah, the orange. Yeah, the orange. The 9,000 got the orange. Yeah, I'm thinking in my head. I'm picturing downstairs in the studio. So yeah, the orange, like the reddish orange. I think it's red, but orange. This Sugu, I don't know what this person said. I don't know what this idiot said. Whatever they said, it was blocked. The Sugu, whatever you said, it's not gonna go through. So it doesn't matter what you say. You can say whatever you want. Type your heart out, because my moderators blocked it. Whatever it was didn't go through. Come in here with respect, and you're able to leave something. If you come in here with disrespect, nothing you say will be posted, and eventually I'll block you, and then you can go right back into that monkey cage you came from. The King Boss said, I got to do a beat live. Yeah, King Boss, yeah, you got to. Why not? Why not? Let me tell you something about doing a beat live. The King Beats. Yeah, you got to do one live. I'm going to tell you why it's important. Born Shamir says, so then the 4,000 is the one with the pink. Yeah, the 4,000 is the one with the pink. You're 100% correct. Because the 9,000's got the red. Born Shamir say, my bad, not to distract. No, that's good. We talking about that. Crave, my brother Crave to which gave me a $2 super chat. Thank you, family. So respect, brother. Big up with everything you're doing. Listen, Crave to which I appreciate you. Appreciate you, family, for doing that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up at the top, family. You know how we do every time. John 415 said, what do you think about the instrument plugins compared to sound modules like the Triton, Motif, Roland? Are those close? So, thank you, brother John. Here's my true to honest opinion. Okay. I want you to go, this song in the background right here, listen. I want you to listen to the bass. Hold on. Wait till the bass, right, y'all hear that? Y'all hear the bass? Now, I'm going to answer that question, right? What a great question, Brother John. Because that's a vital question to ask. And I'll tell you why. That bass right there, Brother John, is a plug-in bass. That is from the Arturia keyboard, the old analog keyboards. I was so amazed with the tone of that bass, right? That I was blown away. And I said, it's incredible that this bass sounds that way. And I used it. And you would have never known that was a plug-in bass because I compared it to my one on the Moog, and it sounds exactly like it. Thad King said, I definitely could tell. No, you can't tell. Trust me. You talking about a cat that's been producing on analog bass since the 80s, probably late 70s. You can't tell that is a plug-in. You can't. I played it just like you played a keyboard. You can't. You cannot tell. Listen, Thad King, play it on your system at home, and I promise you won't say that. Play it at home. Listen, when you get off the live, play it through your Bluetooth. And I promise you, you're gonna be like, damn, let me reach back out to Stone. That shit sounds good. You're not gonna be able to tell with the bass. You're not gonna be able to tell. Long as the quality of the tones and the frequencies with the mids and the bottom are similar, and the way you're playing it, you're not gonna be able to tell. And you run it through analog, you're not gonna be able to tell. Born Shamir said, Analog Lab got, man, listen, Born Shamir, listen. I never thought I would use a plug-in keyboard, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. What you're hearing in the background is a plug-in bass from the Arturia keyboard that I played, right? And so I compared it with my Moog, and it was hard for me to tell the difference. I'm just telling you. John 415 said, wow, see, John, hear what I'm saying? John, you heard this record up close. You know what I'm saying. you wouldn't have guessed that that was a plug-in bass that I played. Kevin, I don't know what you said. Kevin, whatever you said, it didn't go through. So whatever, if you're trying to be a comedian, it's the wrong place. Go to the Comedy Channel. You're in the wrong place, Kevin. Melancon with that weird ass name you got. Whatever you said didn't go through. So see you, buddy. Goodbye. The King B said amazing. The King B said amazing. King Beast, I want you to go pull up this song and listen to it up close and play it loud. When I tell you it hits, and then I ran it through the SSL EQ. You got to turn your system down when you play this, by the way. Saban said, bro, sorry for that. Now I leave now. Have an example tomorrow in India time. It's 12 a.m. So see you tomorrow. Okay, Saban, no worries, family. Just cash at me. You can just cash at me, family. Email me and we'll talk, and then I can do your mix and we'll talk about Cash App. So make sure you email me, Saban, or hit me on Instagram. I mean, reach out to me on Instagram. I hate the word HIT. Reach out to me on Instagram. John's Adventure say, looking lean and mean stone. Hey, listen, bro, John's Adventures, you know I got to stay right. I got to keep it right. I got to stay up with these young folks. I got to stay right with these young folks. I got to keep up with them. Born Shamir say, Shanti Sabam. Sherman said, hope to see the studio tour. Spearman, you've never seen my studio? Sweet Rain said, I read what he said. What? Good night, Sabam. What you mean, Sweet Rain? Spearman, I thought you seen my studio before. Spearman. See you tomorrow, Sabam. Spearman, didn't you see my studio before? Hit the thumbs up as you coming into this live, y'all. Sweet Rain said, I love how the mods get the oh yeah, they grab them trolls fast. My mods is like two, they like the slingers, the 12, the gun, what is that? The 6-gun slingers, they, oh yeah, they get them. Hey, my mods don't play. You come in with the yay, they're going to block you out. Simple as that. Saban said, what's the timing? Your start? I start at 9 a.m. USA time, 9 a.m. West Coast America USA time. So 9 a.m. in the morning USA time. John Port 15 says studio tour. I thought I did that. Well, one day we're gonna do a studio tour. I ain't gonna show you everything. Y'all trying to get me go down in the studio. y'all trying to get me, I cover all my stuff up in the studio when I'm not in there. The King God said, you ain't lying with the young beat makers. It's something they do that doesn't grab me the way old school. Facts. Listen, Hitman said, call me. Why? Hitman, what's going on, family? What's happening with you? Saban said, okay. Spearman, you funny. Saban say studio. Saban, why y'all trying to get me to do a studio tour, man? Come on, y'all. Why y'all doing it? My studio's all dirty and stuff laying all over the place. I got to clean it up first. And I'll do a studio tour tomorrow as we're doing that live beat review. Born Shamir said that's 9:30 p.m. in Hindustan. So that's 9:30 p.m. Sabam. Born Shamir said. Sweet Rain said, I was a mod on my friend's channel and I would stay zapping them trolls. Maybe I need to add you as a mod, Sweet Rain. I mean, you have been rocking with Stone for a minute, though. But only thing I don't want mods to go crazy and block everybody. I just want mods to mute people. But if they're completely rude consistently, then we block them. I don't know, Sweet Rain. I don't know. I might have to add you. Sometimes when I have people as mods, they switch up on me, though. I don't want to lose you, Sweet Rain. I don't want you switching up if I add you as a mod. Almighty Grill say, what's up, Pac? What's the vibe? Listen, we're talking about Almighty. We're talking about Saban say, you check in Google, you email me, I'll check when I get off of here. Oh, let me check, hold on. Let me see if you send me a message. Saban, I got your email. Okay, I got your email. Okay, I got it. So I email you let me email you back. Got it. Okay, I just emailed you back, Sabone. Now, okay, my man just asked, my brother on here asked, Almighty asked me what we talking about. So the subjects are, what's a good producer, and are you one, or are you a beat maker? Because you know a lot of beat makers think they're producers. They consider themselves producers, but if you pay them 10,000 and tell them to bring back 5 finished songs of a rapper, they're not gonna deliver. Most of them finished meaning recording, mixing, mastering, and deliver a quality product. Most of them ain't, but most of them think they're producers because they make beats. They're mixing the producer with being a beat maker, and those two are two different territories. Sweet Rain says, Zoom chat, we can see what you say, Sweet Rain. Why I don't know you're live, hold me. What do you mean, Sabam? Sabam, make sure you hit all notifications so when I go live, hit all notifications, okay? E-Ride says, Sacred Place. I'm starting the beat reviews tomorrow, King, at 9 a.m. tomorrow. 9 a.m. West Coast USA time. We're gonna start with my peeps. If he sent, if nobody sent the beats, we're gonna go live and we're gonna see who brings their beats live to do. You know, so we're just gonna go live with it and start doing it. Right? Leanne said, I'm happy enough learning, listening, enjoying the live, especially the music. Although Angie Stone truly did bring me here. And I know I can't leave everybody's so beautiful, and it's nice to be here. Thank you, Leanne, and I appreciate you so much. Sweet Rain say, my time zone is different from yours, which sucks. I could do my friend's channel because we are on the same. What time zone are you on, Sweet Rain? Hit the thumbs up as you coming into the live. Hit the thumbs up as you are coming into the live, you guys. You come back into the live, hit that thumbs up again. The King said that's 12 p.m. East Coast time. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's a good producer, and are you a producer or are you a beat maker? What do you consider yourself? For all my producers, for all you guys friends that tell you they're a producer, all the people y'all know, young cats you run into, older cats you run into, and you run into them and they say, are they trying to holler at a female and pick her up and they, yeah, you know, I'm a producer. Hey, what do you do? I'm a producer, you know, you sing? Yeah, you know, I'm a producer. He gonna have you in the studio singing to the beats, but he's not gonna be able to produce you. You see the difference? He'll be asking, can you write? Well, yeah, I can write. All right, yeah, I'm a producer. Come on, produce. You know, she's going to produce it. You're going to do the music. I'm just saying, because if you ain't gonna mix it and help with the arrangement of it, then you're not really producing it. You created the beat. Just know that. Just know that. Let's get the understanding of that, my beat makers. I'm not coming down on y'all. I'm just showing you the logistics of the game. All right. She said, what do you need for a Sweet Rain? Who do you need? Who do you mind for a Sweet Rain? Sweet Rain said, I like Stone's channel, but oh, thank you, Sweet Rain. Sweet Rain, who do you mind for? We would love to have you here, Sweet Rain. Sabron said, bro, I don't know what y'all think. I think we might have to add another mod. Sabron said, bro, your live stream gave me so much knowledge today. Really appreciate the way you explain things with patience and clarity. Sabam, no problem at all. That's what I'm here for, brother. You're my India brother, man. It's never gonna change. When I come to India, I'm gonna sit down with you. We're gonna make some records together too. Sweet Rain said that's 2:43 p.m. here. Sweet Rain, what you want to do? Let us know. We CC and Mystique said you know, boss lady, you know, you want us to add you as a mod, you know. And so I'm just saying, let us know what you want to, you know. Leanne say she cool with just riding back chilling, but we got you, the both of y'all. Flex Lex, Flex? What kind of channel was it? Sweet Rain, what did they do? Oh, it was a music channel. Oh, okay, got you. What happened? Did the channel shut down, and why did they shut down? Yeah, so bomb. Don't worry. When I come to India, I'm making sure I'm reaching out to you way before I come. Sweet Rain said, "I hope he start." Oh, okay, why did he shut it down, Sweet Rain? What happened? Yeah, why did he close it down, Sweet Rain? What's a good producer, and are you one or are you a beat maker? Good question. Beat makers, where y'all at? I know y'all watching. How come y'all ain't saying that? Y'all be peeking in on my channel. Beat makers, where y'all at? You guys peeking in on my channel. Where you come in here and comment? Would you consider yourself a producer or a beat maker? Let's have a conversation. The King said, where is the best way to promote your beats? Is it YouTube? I don't know. I don't promote beats on YouTube. I couldn't tell you that. I put records out. That's where I promote my stuff at. I put records out. The King Beats. So I don't really know that part because I don't use it. I utilize the real system of promoting records and music, and that is putting it out, letting it chart. I say whatever avenue you use, just make it work. The Beat King, I say make it work. Okay, Sweet Rain, and listen, I appreciate you being here. I really do. I do. And I really could use another moderator. CC, Mystique, Boss Lady, what do you guys think? We need to figure something out. We need another moderator. That way, sometimes a Boss Lady is not on here, or CC's busy, or Mystique's busy. I always got somebody that can help cover. Sweet Rain said, my friend's channel got stricken so much for playing. Oh, yeah, you can't play artist music. Yeah, you can't. Once they give you a strike, YouTube doesn't want to let you come back. That's why I only play my music. And if I play an artist music, I typically want to play music that is not out yet. So if we review music, I'd rather review music that's not out yet. You see what I'm saying? Woo talking about Unk pimping. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I got the swag. Whoa, the swag, but I ain't, yeah, the PI ain't me. But I am swagalicious, so I like swagging out now, nephew. Saban say, hi, boss lady, Miss J. Boss lady, Saban says, hello, sweet Aaron. He used to say, I think he is going to do a movie reviews when he gets his channel. Yeah, YouTube is cold with that. And it's weird because YouTube, it's crazy how they do that. Like they should have created a system by now that allows you to play artist music, because you can actually post a video of an artist, right? And then they allow it. They'll say, well, all you got to do is agree to the monetization of this and your channel's not going to have a strike. But I don't understand why live they do that. Why do they do it live where when you play somebody's music, then all of a sudden YouTube's like, strike. Baby Beauty Sparkles said, hi, what's up, Baby Beauty Sparkles? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hit that thumbs up, Baby Beauty Sparkles. Baby Beauty Sparkles. Hit that thumbs up. We appreciate you. Yeah, they should figure out a better system for not striking people. That's not cool. He worked hard for his channel. He didn't deserve for his channel to be taken. That's so uncool. And you think YouTube would at least be like, okay, let's figure out a way to coexist, right? Okay. Once again, would you consider yourself a producer? Beat makers, where you at? I know y'all watch my channel. I look at my analytics. I see who watches my channel. I know you guys are watching. So I'm going to ask you, beat makers, for the ones that are not subscribed to me, because you know you're watching me, because you like watching Stone's channel for production tips. Jam and Joe say, True Sax, I'm back into BMI account. Okay, Jam and Joe, perfect. I'm going to call you today. Did you call BMI, Jam and Joe? And they help you get back in? Swimmer say, YouTube, Gestapo, for real, 10 years channel gone over. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. But I'm going to tell you, that's a copyright issue, and there's a way to do it. It would have been better if I got a way of getting around that. But yeah, that's one reason I don't play people's music. I only play mine. And if I'm going to play people's music, it's going to be, mine. Y'all know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna play people's music, it's gonna be my music. I'm not about to give nobody no opportunity of doing. Hold on. I'm not trying to promote uh, uh, YouTube to give me a strike over using somebody's music when YouTube should create a system to where we can already listen to the person's music. YouTube could have created a system for that. I mean, look how much YouTube make millions of dollars a year. You know how easy it would be for them to say, all you got to do if you're live, because let me tell you something. If you post a video and there's music, somebody else's music in the video, YouTube will say, this song cannot be used, or they'll say, you're sharing, monetizing with that artist. Now, every song doesn't happen like that, but sometimes they allow you to share. And I think it's based on if that artist has given permission for shared monetization based on you promoting them. And even with dealing with movie stuff too, Sweet Rain, that's gonna be a problem too. I know, Sweet Rain, I'm sorry. Even with dealing with the movie, Sweet Rain, oh, you figured it out, Jamie Joe? Okay. Jamie Joe, so I'm gonna call you so we can figure out that, setting that up. Listen, it's gonna be the same. Somebody, Taha said Drewski is, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Tyha, you ain't even making no, that's retarded. You woke up with some weird mental stuff on your head and your brain, what you're saying to me. Are you okay? Did you take your meds this morning? I suggest go take your meds because something ain't quite right. Um, Barbara Weaver, Leanne said, Barbara Weaver, it will all be revealed in its own time. Waiting is the hardest part. What you guys talking about, Leanne? Yeah, that Talha got some mental stuff going on. Talha need to go on and get the meds. Grandma told you to take the meds, Talha. Go on in the kitchen and take the meds, because you coming in here on that Cocoa Puff stuff. Okay, let me tell you what's going to happen, Sweet Rain. Even with the movie stuff, it's going to be an issue because that's still copyright. I know because I know copyright in and out. It's still going to be a problem. That actually, the movie stuff will be a bigger problem than the music stuff. There's no way around the movie and the music stuff. There's no way around it. You're still dealing with copyright ownership, and it's going to be an issue. And I just pray that he can figure. I know how it could be worked. I know how he can get around it, but it's going to be hard. He would have to actually contact the film companies and get permission for every single film that he's going to actually try to show, because that's still just like playing the music. It's the same exact thing. Robert Weaver and Angie Stone. Oh yeah, it's gonna be revealed. Barbara, you ain't gotta worry about that. All we gotta do is sit back and trust and believe it is going to be revealed. I gave people solutions. Listen, Barbara and Leanne, I'm gonna show you how lazy people are. Spearman said that's why I'm interested in making my own sound. Spearman, like me, like you hear my song in the background playing it, it's not gonna get a strike because I own it. Right? So I play my own music. I'm not gonna get a strike. I own my music, my catalog. Sweet Rain, absolutely. Do you remember the YouTuber guy who had created that fake Netflix, and he had created a Netflix and some other outlets, and people were getting movies. They were literally going to his site and they were paying subscriptions. Do you guys remember that? This guy is doing serious time in prison. He had a huge mansion, this YouTuber. He was a content creator. And they raided his house. I mean, he was balling big time. Well, what he was doing was he created a fake, like Netflix. You thought you were going to a movie channel and you were getting a real movie. And he was charging subscriptions. And they got him. That's federal. Movies are federal. Music is federal. That's a $500,000 copyright lawsuit. Period. No matter who you are. You play it or you use it without permission, that's easy 500. That's an easy win. Spearman said, yep. Sweet Rain said, oh my God, sad. This is why when people create these channels that you got to be careful. You know, there's no easy way in making money on YouTube when you do it the wrong way. There's no easy way when you do it the wrong way. When you do it the right way, it's the right way. Why you see me creating original, right? Why you see me playing my original work. When you see me with these movies I'm doing, they'll be my original movies that are coming out. So when I play them, I own it. I can show you guys a snippet of the film or the documentary coming out because I own it. Now, even though it's copywritten by me, but I could say you guys can share it because I own the copyright. I'm not gonna sue you for $500,000 for the movie because I own the music of the movie. I wouldn't. There's a lot of people on YouTube that share my songs right now, and they got lots of views on their channel right now. Right now, I'm not going after them because they're still promoting my music. Am I getting paid for it? Yeah. Soon as I let ASCAP or BMI know about the channel, they collect my publishing from that channel. As soon as I go and register that particular video, they will collect the money from that channel for the streams that go to. That's all I got to do. I don't have to shut that person down. And then once they will monetize it, once ASCAP or BMI says that song belongs to Stone Paxton, all the content creator has to do is say, I do not own the song, and they're not going to shut their channel down. They're just going to claim the music because it's mine. Dad King says, what you think about producers using Suno app? You missed the conversation yesterday. Dad, I suggest you go watch the video from yesterday. We talked about all this. That's what the video was about. It was about AI, the Suno app to make music, and there was a news label trying to sign at this lady, which was, you're late to the party. The King Beats. We talked about that yesterday. You're late to the party. We're going to talk about it again because I'm going to have Meech on and get Meech's opinion on what he thinks. But we talked about that yesterday. That's why you guys got to hit all notifications so you don't miss my live. Spearman said, growing your own skill set and streaming, that is the only way to make money safe. Facts. You gotta listen. You can't create a YouTube off of trolling. There's a few things that are gonna go bad. So let me get into it. You can't build your YouTube off of trolling people. You can't build your YouTube off of being messy because I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. You can't build your YouTube off of other people's content. You can't build your YouTube off of taking people's music or music. That's 5 things. What do you think is going to happen eventually? They might have a good little run. They might get views and they might get a lot of likes and views, but there's going to come one day where they're going to get a certain email where their channel gets shut down. Not only that, you just can't build a solid foundation on stuff that's not yours or negative things because it backfires at some point and you lose everything anyway. So why not build it on a solid foundation that's not questionable, that nobody has to question? That's all I'm saying. There's so many great ideas that you can build a YouTube channel off of. People just are lazy and they want to take shortcuts. And I'm not saying this gentleman with his channel was, because I'm sure he wasn't. He had his channel a long time, so I'm sure he's a very hard worker. But I'm talking about a lot of other people that have built their channel and they're trying to build it off of being messy, negative content, trolling people, reviewing people's channels just to be messy. Those channels they won't be around 10 years from now. Trust me. They won't be around 5 years from now. Trust what I'm saying. It's going to have a dry run come up. And I'm just telling y'all, keep your eye out if you don't believe me. Spearman said facts. Leanne said, make a move, make a move, take a step, or you can't get anywhere. You can learn through patience and hard work and efforts. That's when things will happen if you're gifted and talented. Just try. Thank you for that, Leon. Yeah. Those of you looking to start a YouTube channel, just try. Try the positive stuff. We got enough negative. Let's keep these positive channels happening, right? That's why I'm on here asking my producers, beat makers, do you consider yourself a beat maker or producer? And if you haven't answered the question, it's probably something that you should consider thinking about, talking to yourself. Like my boy, the King Beats. Do you consider yourself a beat maker or a producer? Any of my producers in here? Weaver said, right on, Stone. You're right, Stone. Okay. The King Beat said, producer. So King Beat, let me play the devil's advocate again. I don't like using that word, but I'm going to use it. Mike said Mike sent his track to my email for tomorrow. I got you, Mike. I got you. I'm going to hit you. I need to practice on not saying that word. I will reach back out to you when I get done. Okay, so the King Beats, what makes you feel like you are a producer? Let me ask you that question. I gotta play the devil's advocate. Sweet Brain say, thank you. I will share the info with my friend before he does a movie. Yeah, tell him to be careful. Tell him to be careful. I'm a member of a lot of organizations from film to music, so I know how they operate. Tell him to be careful. Tell him to, if he can reach out to those companies first and get permission for any films he's going to use, he'll have a better chance at winning that way than to just create the channel and jump into it, because they will strike him and he can get in a lot of trouble with that film stuff too. Mike say you can tease him with a sample. Mike, is this record out? I'm not going to do it on this live, Brother Mike. Is this record out and streaming everywhere? And if it is, what distributor did you use to put it out? I need to know that too, family. The King say, have an amazing team involved. What'd you say? Okay, the King said, don't have an orchestrated with the beat and artist. What? Don't have an, no, I'm asking you, what? Oh, so, okay, so you're saying you're a producer because you don't have an orchestrated with the beat, and I'm confused. The King, I need it up. Okay, perfect. It's not out. Okay, perfect. Okay, I can't transfer it right now, Brother Mike, but you send it to my email. So tomorrow I have to wait to be able to transfer it to play it. But let me see. I'm gonna see if I can send it to this phone. Hold on. I gotta download it first, see if I can send it to this phone. Hold on. Let me see if I can try. See, I know my love will warm your soul, and I can't wait to get you. Don't send me the SoundCloud, Brother Mike. Send me an MP3. You send me a SoundCloud. Can you just send me the MP3 direct, family? Yeah, send me the MP3 because I can't. Yeah, my SoundCloud is not hooked up. This phone here, there's no SoundCloud on this phone. So I can't, I gotta download it and then send it to this phone and play it. Sweet Rain says she loves SoundCloud. No, King Beach says sorry. So King Beach, I'm waiting for Brother Mike to send me the MP3 and I'll play it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. When I really would rather play it tomorrow, but I'm gonna play it. He's trying to get me to play a little bit now. Damn, how's your MP3 bigger than? Send it through Google. Send it through. You can send an email MP3 through Gmail. Trust me, I do it all the time. Mike Lowe, send it through Gmail. You're not hearing what I'm saying, Brother Mike. You got to hear what I'm saying. I only play MP3s. I don't click. I play the links. This phone does not have SoundCloud on it. This is where you're hearing the music being played right now coming from. Other than that, I have to get off the phone and try to do a whole bunch of stuff to play it, and I don't want to do that. As soon as I get off, it's going to knock me off the live. That's why I said, anybody sending me a beat, it's probably going to be better for you to send me the MP3. I'm just going to be 100. And trust me, I send MP3s every day. I send them through email. It's not hard to send an MP3 through Gmail. I send it every day. The King said, sorry, I mistyped, man. I mean, I can lead artists about their instrumentals for them to write a topic. Mike said you're going to send it to me. Okay. But I'm saying, the King, how many records have you produced from start to finish? Because I got to hold beat makers responsible. I can't have beat makers just saying they producers and they not a producer. And I do that for us that have worked hard to be producers. Have you ever taken an R&B artist or a rapper and created a project, started it, finished it, guided them, finished it from start to finish to master, mix and master, and put it out? Have you done that? The King, have you done that? This is producers versus beat makers. That's the difference. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. There is a difference. There is a difference. Until you're doing that, you're still a beat maker. Until you have seen the project from beginning to the end with arrangement, lyrical concepts, and sitting behind that mixer saying, all right, yeah, that's the concept. All right, go in there and rap. All right, I'm going to mix this one now. Next song. All right, it's mixed, it's mastered. We're putting it out. Until you've done that, then you're just making beats. So I'm asking, have you done that? The beat maker, the Thad King beats. Have you done that, family? Mike, let me know when you sent the MP3. Okay, post the links right here on this live so we can check it out. Will you please post the links to those beats so we can all my people can go check it out. Cause I wanna be fair. If you've done it, I want people to hear it. Disca said, bro, it's fly as fuck. I want to be able to pull off dressing fly. Listen, Disca, you already got it, family. Come on, you already got it, fam. You know you dress fly. The moderators block, or might not have been the moderators, might have been YouTube because of that word that was used. But Discut, I read it though. He say, bro, it's fly as fuck. He say, I want to be able to pull off dressing fly. Listen, Discut, I'm sure you dress fly, family. I'm pretty sure you dress fly. I'm almost absolutely sure. Almighty Grim say, a producer definitely can create a cohesive body of work from start to finish. Thank you, Almighty. I'm still waiting for the Beat King. He said he did 5 artists. I want him to share the link. From start to finish. You produce 5 artists with their projects from start to finish, and the credits say your name as producer from start to finish, right? So share I can share with my people the King Beats because I want to be fair. If you are a producer, I want to make sure I give you your credit. I will no longer be giving credit to beat makers as producers if they haven't done this because it's something you have to earn. I'm sorry. It's like a person saying they're a writer, but they ain't writing. You heard what Almighty said? It's like a person saying they're a writer, and you say you a writer. I write, and I say how many people you written for? I just wrote for myself. Okay, cool. Or you say I write for a lot of people, right? Here's a good example. And I say, well, who you written for? And they say, well, I just write for myself. When you don't write for people. The King, send us those links. The King Beats. The boss say you are fly those stones. Thank you, boss lady. This is simple. Trust me. This ain't even dressed up. This is simplicity at its highest level. Leanne's cracking up. Sweet Rain. I got to talk to Sweet Rain. Sweet Rain, we love having you here. Just know that. We love having you here. You're awesome. It's amazing to have you, Leanne. All you guys, man, are just amazing. I love all my ladies. You guys keep me on point. And you're solid and you hold me down. Now, I've had to get rid of one particular person. I'm sure you guys haven't seen this person in my live, and that's by design, because that person was at somebody else's channel, kind of having conversations about me when they didn't need to. But let me tell you something about that person. I'm not gonna mention their name because reason why? Because in the post they said he's probably going to talk about me in his next video. I will talk about you, but I ain't mentioning your name. You thought I was gonna mention your name, didn't you? You thought I was gonna mention your name. You was hoping I ain't mention your motherfucking name. But I'm gonna tell you something. When that person first started following me, a lot of people in my comments inboxed me and said, this person seems kind of weird. I looked at their page. Do you trust that person being on your channel? And even my mods were kind of like, and then I started to notice this person switch up towards the end. They weren't coming on my lives as much. When they came on, they would say things like, I don't hate when content creators tell people to follow other channels. That day that person said that, I knew they were trying to either prove a point for some other content creator or they were just on bullshit. You understand? All of you guys thought this content creator, not even a content creator, this subscriber was a cool person. Matter of fact, she done followed a lot of people off of my channel. I suggest once you figure out who it is to unfollow her and block her ass. Because one thing that I don't like are fake people in my channel. You can say, I respect a person to come here and say crazy shit before I do a fake person. A fake person is not to be trusted. The King B say, true, yes, when I started, I never learned when I was young. Manga D say, hi, Manga from Kenya. Manga, hit that thumbs up at the top. You know we always love Kenya, Africa in the house, from the motherland. Manga, it's good to see you, Manga D. Thank you for coming in. The King B said, I didn't get my name credited. The King Beats, then you weren't the producer. Let me tell you why. If you were over that project, y'all, I want y'all to read what the King, and I ain't beating up on the King Beats. I'm not being disrespectful, excuse me. But I want that King Beast to understand. There's certain terminology we use in this business that smells bullshit and some that's not. And that smells like bullshit. And I don't say it disrespectfully. When you are producing the project, you are over the project. Can't nobody take your credit away. You're producing it. That's why being a producer is important. You're over the project. So can't nobody take your credit when you're the producer. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because you're overseeing it, which means you're also overseeing the credits and making sure the proper credits go down. Almighty say back in the day, the producer was the labels A&R. Exactly. Now you hear what Almighty's saying? I said that earlier when I came on live. I said back in the day, the producer had a different role. He didn't have to play instruments. He was the A&R guy. He was the guy that chose who was going to play what and how it was going to be played. So Almighty is right. Kahana, aloha, Kahana. We're doing the beat review, Kahana, tomorrow. Those of you that got any music you want reviewed, $5 to my Cash App. We are doing it tomorrow. Mike sent the first person sent their track, and we're doing a beat review live tomorrow. Kahana said, yo, Stone, you trying out for Run DMC? Ha ha. No. But it's funny. As soon as I rock the old school Kahana, people always say, "Oh, that reminds me." I'm like, listen, they didn't even have a hat like this. They had a fedora. But I guess the old school, the style, the hip hop. I guess they, I don't know. I guess people related to Run DMC. They'll either say Run DMC or New Edition to me. Thad said the artist never knew to do that after tracks done. Listen, Thad, I want you guys to hear the conversation Thad and I are having. Thad say the artist never knew to do that. Artist, Thad, you're the producer. If you're really the producer of the project, you are the one that do the credits as well. You do everything, the writing, production, arrangement, and the credits at the end. This is part of being the producer. I'm just saying. Connor said, I got some OG beats. Okay, Connor, are you doing the beat review tomorrow? I know you got some crazy stuff. Manga D said, I am producer too. What should I be keen on? What should I be keen on? Help me, friend. Manga, we're doing a beat review tomorrow. If you want to join the beat review, it's $5 to my Cash App and send the track to my email. Let me know. And I got pointers. I'm going to go over all the beats, and we're going to talk about that. Let's go. What we doing, you guys? Where's my producers at? I know where the beat makers at. You're all are watching. But my real producers, they busy producing. My beat makers are like this on YouTube watching me. Or they doing this. Man, oh boy, on why he hating. I ain't hating. I'm asking. Once again, the topic is what's a good producer, and are you one or are you a beat maker? That's a question you have to ask. I can tell you if I hear your music. I can tell you if you tell me the kind of projects you're working on. Thad say facts. When I was younger, I knew nothing about it. Thad, we can't say we're a producer if we don't have projects that we have not seen as a producer from beginning to the end. And you got to have the credits as a producer, or it's pointless to have the argument. I can't tell you I produced this track if I don't have the credit for it. I'm just telling you that somebody took my credit. That's not real. Producers don't allow that to happen per se. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna make sure that everybody's credits are right because they oversaw the project, not the music per se, but they oversaw the project from beginning to the end with the creative people getting together, writers, producers, engineers, mixing, etc., etc. Then they can get producer, and they might have never played one note. Cora Banks, I Stone Cora, what's up? Hit that thumbs up, Cora. I appreciate you. Manga, yeah. Let me know what you want to do, Manga. We can play your beat on live, and we can do a review. It's gonna start tomorrow. We're gonna do it all the time. Producers versus beat makers. Where we at? Cherry say, Stone, do you have on snakeskin shell top Adidas with your dope? No, I don't. I don't. Man, that would be nice, huh? The snakeskin shell top Adidas. Ooh, don't get me started, Cherry. Cherry, don't get me started. J Bond say facts. Cherry, don't get me started, Cherry. Don't make me go get some snakeskins for the sake of old school. Once again, J Bond said facts. Hit that thumbs up as you're coming in. It looked like it rained outside. I can smell, how you can smell it when it rains, a sprinkle. I can smell that just that old school smell. Actually smells pretty good too. I don't know if I close that window. Hold on, let me make sure I close that window in there, y'all. Hold on.
For the steppers, only the real steppers. Red bottom rappers, play like Hugh Hefner. Ladies with the glass, and shake your sexy ass. Maybe you wanna break it off quick, fast, and flex class. You came here to mingle and dance the night away. Let's get the party started, romance the right away. Put a difference at your hips, turn like tidal waves. Sip a little champagne, and to my hideaway. Get the big 12 forward outside, the drunk drive. Put a Uber XL for a ride. Caress the thighs, only if you want me to. Gotta ask permission. I ain't trying to be in no compromise.
Listen, beat makers versus producers. Where we at? Trying to have this stuff sit right, y'all. Beat makers versus producers. Are you a producer or are you a beat maker? Hold on. Sweet Rain said, Michael said, sending MP3 now. Okay. Okay, Mike's sending his MP3 for me to play. Thad said, can I get an email? Hey, Thad, you got to cash app me and then send me an email for the beat review tomorrow. Get that. Don't send me a beat if you ain't cash app yet. If you ain't cash app yet, do not send me no beat to my email, y'all. There's the cash app right there. $5 for the beat review tomorrow. I'll play beats and I'll play full songs and we're going to review them with my people. I got some smart people with good ears up in here. Let's go. Swimmer say rain smells its first perfume of the world. Yes, Spearmint, and it's beautiful. It automatically took me back to when I was like 9 years old. I love being out in the rain. Hey, Cherry. Oh, Cherry, send your pair to me. Cherry, let me get it. Cherry, let me know when you sent the cash app, you guys. And when you send the cash app, then send me the track. Do not send me the track before you send the cash app, please. Okay, Born Shamir said Petric Chore is the name of that. Which one? Of the smell? Born Shamir? I just love that smell. Leanne, you're in Arizona? Oh, no. Okay, you're talking to somebody else. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Born. See, Born Shamir, just listen. We can learn something off of everybody. Just when I think I'll be knowing everything because I do a lot of research, Born Shamir just shared something to me. He said the name of that smell is called Petrichor. It's the name of that. Thank you for sharing that. Now, he just shared something with me I didn't know. That's beautiful. I always love learning because I'm one of the ones who are always researching. I know a lot of shit, but I didn't know that. Thank you, Born Shamir. Cora said, CC, I did also a hype on a stone. Thank you, Cora. We appreciate you for that. I love you guys for that, man. That's genuine love. I love the genuine love. Born Shamir said, yeah. Born Shamir said, quality, you share a lot. Yes, I do, Born Shamir, brother. I sure do. And you know what it takes? Listen, Born Shamir, how many people accept when they don't know something? Most people, they want to go back and forth and fight with you when they don't know something like they know. I already knew that. You got that friend when you say something like, man, did you know that, they're building that? But I already knew they're building that over there on there. Yeah, man, yesterday in my backyard planted plants. I know you planted the plants. I just, how did you know I didn't say nothing? Because I just know you. You got to be able, when you don't know something and somebody shares something with you, the humbleness of being able to say, thank you for sharing that I didn't know. That just makes you an even smarter person because you could admit that you didn't know something. Thank you for that, Born Shamir. I appreciate you for that. And where y'all just done disappeared. Y'all wanted me to play them beats today. Rafael Fernandez said, holy smokes, OG still going good. Good for you. Brother Rafael, you already know, family. Hit that thumbs up. You know how we do, Brother Rafael. Rafael Fernandez in the house. That's my other brother, man. I got a lot of brothers all across the world. I call them my brothers because in divine, we are one. So that's one of my other brothers right there. Rafael Fernandez. You hear what Rafael just said? He said, MPC legend. Please say that again. Brother Rafael, let them know up in this live what we are talking about. Brother Rafael said, MPC legend. I appreciate you for that. See, there are people that respect me and recognize me for what it really is. That's what I'm talking about. I need to pin that to the top. Let me see if I, how do I pin this? Hold on, I'm trying to pin it to the top. Dang, I was trying to pin that to the top. Hold on. I think I have to log into my channel, but I thought I was logged in. I am. Weird, I was trying to pin that to the top, man. Dang. I don't know. It's almost like YouTube is taking that feature away. Because like a couple weeks ago, I used to be able to pin something to the top. Now it's like I'm not even able to pin it to the top. Strange and weird. I know they're making changes with YouTube. Some are good, some are like so questionable. Rafael Fernandez said, yes, sir, they sleeping on you. Hey, brother Fernandez, Rafael, they might be, but the industry is not. The music industry ain't sleeping on me. You know, the who's who know about Stone. But the ones on YouTube, you know, brother Fernandez, you want to know what the real is? It ain't that they sleeping on me. They scared. They scared, brother Fernandez, because the industry know me. They respect me. All the producers in the industry have none but high regards and respect for me. But that YouTube, them YouTube content creators, oh, they scared of Stone Paxton. And they sleeping on. They won't even follow my channel. Yo, brother Fernandez, listen. They are so scared of me, they won't even follow my channel. They're scared for their subscribers to see that they following me. Now, explain that one to me. Brother Raphael, they scared of me like that. Terry said, how is Meech? Oh, Meech is doing good. I just talked to Meech yesterday. Meech is doing good. He's doing great. I was going to have him on the live. I was going to try to see if he can come on today. But I'm going to message him and see if he want to come on tomorrow when I do the beat review and talk about AI. Spearman said, MPC, listen. You won't find nobody using the MPC like Stone Paxton. Now, I'm going to get love to a few of my brothers in the game. EA Ski, Jermaine Dupree, right? I gotta give love to Rock Wilder. You know, Rock be on the MP. I gotta give love to Battlecat. You know, Battlecat was a beast on the MP, even though he don't use it as much. I still gotta give love to the Kings. Even Teddy Riley's earlier years, he was on the MPC. But you're not gonna find a content creator on YouTube that uses it the way I do. Only other person is EA Ski. I'm just being honest now. Now, there's a few other cats that's using. We talking about being transparent in the industry, making records that have had records through the years using the MPC and constantly, and not the same sound either. Like what I noticed with the MPC, cats be doing trap beats, and all the trap beats sound the same, all of them. Yes, every last trap beat sound like the same, an extended remix. So, brother Raphael, them cats ain't gonna follow me. They scared of me. Facts. Go to their channel. They don't follow me. They don't even want to mention my name. They scared if they mention my name, all these subscribers are gonna run over to my channel. So they won't even mention. They won't even mention my. Oh, I watched Stone Paxton video. He did a great job with that. But they'll talk about a Rudy Poop content creator like, oh, this trap beat. Y'all go look at Lil Cuckoo. Lil Cuckoo's trap beat is great. They'll send you to other people, but they ain't gonna send you to Stone Paxton. They scared they gonna lose their subscribers, and rightfully so. Cause we don't play fair over here. We don't play fair. We come in to smash and stash on them beats. So I respect they don't talk about me on their channel because they will lose their subscribers. Best believe. If you send your subscribers to my channel, they ain't coming back to you. That's right. And I ain't being arrogant. I'm just keeping it. If you ask them, they'll act like they know me. Oh, I know Stone Paxton. They don't know me. They don't reach out to me. Sweet Rain say I agree. We learn something new every day. Thank you, Sweet Rain. Brother Raphael, they shivering facts. They are. Spearman's cracking up. Leanne. See, Leanne don't really know like the production community, but Leanne, let me tell you, Leanne, the beat making community, I'm going to say beat making community because that's what most of them are. It's a few people's name they don't really mention. They won't mention EA Ski's name. They won't mention my name. I've noticed it. I paid attention to it. Urban Media said something. Yeah, they won't mention EA Ski. They won't mention me. Cherry said, Javon said music and not knowing something is like having no money or just don't get it. Exactly. Urban Media says Sophia, boss lady. Hey, Leanne, the beat maker Kahana said, who wants some? Did you put it in the ground and smoke it with the leaves? Kahana, did you put it in the ground, smoke it with the leaves? Because, man, when it's smoke with the leaves, ooh-wee. The King say, do you wave, or MP3, send me MP3. Send your cash out first and then send me MP3, it's better. Because I'm going to play it through my mixer tomorrow live. Play it through my mixer tomorrow live. The King beats. I'll say he's got you. Okay. Let me know when you send the cash out and when you send the email. And then we on. I'm putting you in the lineup for tomorrow. You and Mike. Listen. Leanne. So let me get back to telling Leanne. Leanne, believe it or not, the producer community, they won't mention my name. But they all watch my channel. They all be looking like this. They watch me because I look at my analytics. It says something like 40, 50% of the people that watch your channel are not subscribed. That's a pretty big percentage. You're watching me, but you're not subscribed. That's weird. So I know that's the producers community. Rafael Fernandez said they watching. He said they watching. Hold on. Let me read it. Rafael made a comment. Rafael said, hold up a second. Rafael said they watching you for skills, but they need to copy this. Yes. Rafael, I want you to pay attention to something. Listen to what I talk about every time I go live. And then I want you to pay attention to the content creators that are not following me, that are producers. Watch them repeat what I say in my lives. Watch them talk about the same shit I've already talked about, but they'll try to switch it up because they figure they got more followers that people are going to believe their word for value. But they getting game from Stone. See, the difference between Stone and a lot of cats on YouTube, I own a record label. Okay, I didn't just produce records or worked on the team that produced records that were hits. I had a record company with records in the stores. I know about breaking records. I know about how to get records in stores, how to market and promote records. I know about all that. I'm not just a producer. I'm a businessman. So when you hear them speak and you hear them speak about things they don't typically speak about, you know that they've been here. They're not subscribed to my channel. They don't support me. You know that they listening to Stone Paxton. They coming for the game so they can take what they take and run with it. Even with production, I'm going to show you something. There's a content creator. I used to play my beats after my videos. If you go back and watch all my videos, they started copying that. They started following my model, playing their beats after the video, after I create it and then they play it. They followed that model too. So I know who's watching me. I know who's copying me. I know. I already know. I see them. Born Shamir said facts. Hold on, I'm going to read what Born Shamir said. You going to PHX this Friday, Connor? I'll meet you there. Born Shamir said something. You said, okay, Mike, I got you. Give me a second. Born Shamir say facts. Ski is like the boogeyman to those who don't really know about sonics and converters and knowledge from the audio engineering and tech. Yeah. So they won't talk about, they will tiptoe around Ski's name and my name. Mike Lowe say preview if you feel. Okay, Mike, do you mind if I preview it tomorrow? Because I want to make it special. Because we got my producer partner on here. He's sending his beat too. Cosmo Akatar, what's up, family? Mike, did you send your cash app? That's the only way I can play your track. I can't play free tracks and promote for you like you guys like that. I would love to, but I can't. Vic G say, what's the name of your label? My label, my company's called Brand Artist Coalition, Vic, and Prodigy Records, PRODIGEE Records, and Brand Artist Coalition Distribution. I'm the CEO of Brand Artist Coalition. I am also the CEO of Prodigy Records, PRODIGEE, Prodigy Records. Warren Shamir said, they act so scary and they project their insecurities. And you're right. They will be secret squirrels lurking in your live and regurgitate word for word what you chat about. Biters be biting. Warren Shamir, facts. And I see it all the time. And honestly, they really don't. They'll mention other people's names, but it's only time you hear him mention Ski name is when they're trying to get clout off of Ski's name. They'll mention Ski's name to get clout. I figured it out. They'll mention EA Ski's name to get clout. But outside of that, they won't mention Ski name or my name. They won't. But they'll talk about how somebody's beat is hot, but you won't hear them say, "Oh, go check out that beat EA Ski just did on the MPC," or check out Stone Paxton, y'all. He's been in the game a long time too. Him and Ski, they've been in the game. Go check. They will not do that for nothing in the world. But watch how they will tell you to go check out some mediocre producers' beats. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. EA Ski actually did an interview on somebody and asked them questions about why do they pretty much promote mediocre beats. Why do y'all praise beats that ain't quite on point? Terry Black said, which Mac Pro has the best battery life, Stone? Does your laptop hold battery life well? So if you don't mind. You know what, this one here I'm using is the MacBook Pro. No, this is the MacBook Pro, or is it the Air? Hold on, I'll tell you. And this battery life is crazy. It's amazing. This is the, hold on. I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Trying to open it up. There we go. Yeah, this MacBook Pro, 16 gigs, 1 terabyte, and this will last me at least 7 hours if I fully charge, 7 to 8 hours with no problem. Mike said I did send Cash App. Okay, got you, Mike. We lined up 9 a.m. tomorrow, and you and the King. Okay, the King Beats. Did you now send me the beat? The King Beats. Send me the track at Stone Paxton at Gmail. Y'all the first 2 up tomorrow. Share this, you guys. We doing the beat review tomorrow. Terry said, okay, I will upgrade. Terry, you're gonna love it. This one here I use to travel with. I do a lot of my production on it too. Like I'll dump my tracks in and cut vocals with just this sometimes in my UAD if I'm traveling. Now, I don't know is that right, but it looks like on my live, it says 421 people watching on my live. That's crazy. That's nuts. Thank you guys. Whoever the producers are watching whoever the people are that came on the live I didn't shout up to 421. I appreciate you guys, man. That's love. Whoever's watching, if you're watching, please subscribe. If you're watching, hit the thumbs up. Let those likes match. Let the likes match, please. Whoever's watching. Charlie say, nice fit, bro. You are always fashion icon. Most definitely. Now listen, you see how my brother Tommy said, he said, nice fit, Tommy. We're doing beat reviews tomorrow. If you want to get one of your tracks reviewed, you want all my people to hear your upcoming releases, send a Cash App and send your beat. We're doing beat reviews. $5 for a beat review tomorrow. So Tommy Miller is a legendary Tommy from the group Maximilian. They had the sexual healing song, the reggae version. That's Tommy Miller right there, Tommy E. Now, Tommy talked about my fashion. Let me tell y'all something. He gonna get mad at me. Tommy bites off of my fashion, y'all. Go on, tell him, Tommy. Don't hate on your boy. Tommy see my swag. Tommy will go and he'll find something similar and rock it. But I know that's respect. That's my brother right there. Mike Lowe say preview. I gotta. He want me. Mike want me. If I preview it and play it, Mike. Okay, let me ask my audience. Mike wants me to preview his track now. Should I preview it now or should I wait for tomorrow, everybody? Mike Lowe, my boy Mike Lowe. Born Shamir say it jumped from 221 to 422 in no time. I know, it's crazy. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, whoever's watching, hit the thumbs up, y'all. Those likes need to match. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the like. Oh, Scorpio's. Oh, man. Scorpio just sent 10 Stone Packs and Music and Life membership. I haven't seen my Scorpio. You're like a sister. So when I see you come in, it touches my heart. Scorpio, thank you. That's my sister Scorpio. I said it. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, she just sent you in my super chat memberships to all of you guys. She thank Scorpio. Now this is something Scorpio does. I know a lot of you don't know who Scorpio is, but Scorpio is one of my most solid supporters of the channel. She comes in and she gives membership. She just came in and gave memberships to all of you guys. Hey, Born Shamir said, I think some of the creepers call their homeboys in Florida. Yeah, but Born Shamir, they will be in here saying negative stuff if that was the case. Big Rome say preview now. Tomorrow's not promised. Big Rome want me to preview his, oh boy, but see now I don't have the audio hooked up right, y'all. So you're gonna hear it coming through my Bluetooth. Mike Lowe, if you're okay with that, I'll play it, but it's going to be coming through the Bluetooth over here. Yes, thanks, Scorpio. Those of you that were gifted a membership, thanks, Scorpio. Scorpio just gifted everyone memberships. Thanks, Scorpio, you guys. Dodo, what's up, Dodo? Yeah, thanks, Scorpio, you guys. I'm born again. Say, what's up? Yes. So I'm born again. Thanks, Scorpio. She gave you guys that membership. Mike Lowe, do you want me to play it? It's going to come through my Bluetooth and not through the mixer. Because tomorrow is going to go through my mixer. Now, if you want me to play it, it's going to come through Bluetooth. You hear me playing in the background. Big Rome say it's cool. It's a preview. Once Mike says okay. Mike, let me know. You want me to play it through Bluetooth? Big homie want to hear what you got. You want me to play it through the Bluetooth? Scorpio, you are amazing. That's all I can say. Scorpio is just the truth. Scorpio's always, she said, hey, Mr. Paxton, missing for a minute. Check your PayPal just to make sure it got it. Okay, let me check now. Give me 1 second. Okay, Scorpio, I can't check it right now because I got the airplane mode on. It's not allowing me to check it, but as soon as I get off, I'll check it. And I'll try to respond to your comment in the live to make sure that, to let you know I got it. Let me see if I can try it one more time. Hold on. Scorpio, I got it, Scorpio. Thank you. I appreciate you, Scorpio. I appreciate the love. Listen, Scorpio always shows love. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I appreciate that. And Scorpio did something that most people do. She knows that YouTube takes 40%, so she sent me a PayPal. Some would send a Cash App or PayPal because she knows YouTube's taking 40%. Thank you, Scorpio. Mike Lowe say turn it up. Okay, Mike, let me download it. Let me go into download the MP3. Hold on. He sent me the MP3. Okay, I'm gonna download it. Let me download it first. Oh shit, hey Mike, I'm already hearing. Oh shit, hold up. Okay, Mike, hold up. I'm already hearing. I'm already liking what I heard just a little bit. Hold on, Mike. All right, hold up, Mike. Let me go back. I'm downloading. I'm sending it to this phone. Let me make sure the Bluetooth. I'm gonna send it over to this and play it. The beat review is tomorrow, you guys. The beat review is tomorrow, but I'm doing a preview right now. I'm about to do a preview of Mike's tracks right now. Okay, Mike Lowe. Hold on for a second. Hold on, Mike. I just gotta drag it. Hold on for a second. Let me drag it to my desktop. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. All right, so let me send it to my phone real quick, Mike. I'm already liking this, Mike, what I heard. Hold on. Okay. I got it, Mike. All right, here we go, Mike. Y'all ready? This is Mike's track. Hold on. Say. Hold on, here it is. Mike, you didn't master this, huh? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, Mike. This is Mike Lowe, y'all. I'm going to play a little bit. I ain't going to play all of it because we got to play it tomorrow. Mike Lowe. She's laid home from work almost nights. Now she's retired. Still always picking a fight. Mike, it reminds me of Maroon 5, bro. Like if Maroon 5 did this. Oh, we gotta say this for tomorrow for sure. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, Mike, let me just say, y'all put fires in the comments. I love everything about that. Mike, y'all put the fire. I gotta say that for tomorrow. I can't even do it. I'm already loving that right out the gate. Hit fire in the comments, you guys. Mike, that you know what? If you that is incredible. That's a good song for yourself. But if you sold that, if you licensed that to Maroon 5, do you know that that would be a hit for Maroon 5? That is a hit, Mike. Mike, Mike, that is a hit. Wow. Mike Lowe. Listen, this is the kind of beat review that Stone Paxton wants to continue to do. Mike kicked it off. Almighty said has a dual. Hold on. Almighty people saying stuff. Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. My folks saying stuff. Hold on. Oh my God. Hey, hold on. Almighty said has a dual lupe feel. Mike cooking. Yes, it does. It does. Everybody's saying fire. Nasty. Sherry say nasty, Mike Love. Big Rome say, okay, that's enough. Big Rome say, Big Rome was trying to see what you was working on. Mike Lowe, hats off, fam. Hats off. That right there, I can't wait to play the rest of it tomorrow. That is, listen, you get the hats off again with Stone Paxton. I can't listen. Everybody putting fire in the comments. Mike Lowe, this is what I am talking about. This is artists. This is how you bring it. If you're gonna bring a song, it's okay. The beginners, because we're gonna give you a review. We need to give a review equally, right? So don't be afraid to send your track tomorrow, right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, you guys. But you're gonna have seasoned artists and you're gonna have up and coming artists. So don't be afraid to send your track for review. But that right there, Mike Lowe, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He gonna make me play my reggae vibing song tomorrow. Yeah, I might have to play mine. Shit. I'm trying to think. Where is it? Oh, it's on my hard drive. I might have to play mine tomorrow. I might have to download mine, play mine too, Mike Lowe. Mike Lowe, you got it. I can't wait till tomorrow to play this. Oh my God, that was nice, brother Mike. William Johnson say this is Express Salute, Mike. I can play that rolling down Pacific Coast Freeway. Yeah, and it had in the vocals. Your vocals remind me of Maroon 5. Not that you sound like the guy from Maroon 5, but that's a smash, man. That song is an official smash. Those are the kind of songs I would put on my beat review compilation. Y'all feel me? I'm putting together a beat review compilation. Mike Lowe, I'm gonna holler at you, man. I want that song on the beat review compilation. I know you putting it out, but that's got to be on the beat review compilation. It'll help promote it even more. Money Talks to add my beat to the review that I emailed you a couple weeks ago. Money Talks. Cash App $5 to have your beat for the beat review tomorrow. Cash App me, let me know when you do, and I add it to the beat review. And you might have to send it again because I get tons of emails. But Cash App first, let me know when you do, and then I add it to the beat review. Everybody you see that's getting their stuff played is added to the beat review. Terry say, everybody still talking about Mike. Terry say, hold up, they coming in, they talking, man. Cherry say Scorpio loved it too. Cherry said, Money Talk. Cherry say Mike up the game. Yeah, Mike up the game all the way up. Mike came out the gate up in the game. Mike Lowe, blessings and love. Yeah, Mike. Yes, sir. Yeah, Mike. Where you from, Mike? William Johnson. Hey, CC. Mike, where you from? Mike, listen, I'm honored to play quality music. So you bless me with not hurting my ears. I'm not saying now, independent artist, you can send me anything. I'm gonna listen to it. But that's called doing your homework. You see, that's why Mike knew what he was doing. Mike say, play it a little bit. Just play it a little bit, Stone. Mike already knew. Leanne said, blessings and abundance to you, Mike. Dr. Yeah, official tissue said, fire. Dr. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Roy, hit that. Roy, you hear that? Hey, Roy is from Jamaica. Roy said, yo, wow, Mike. Yo, I read Brethren. Roy, no, Roy tell you, if it wasn't good, Roy wouldn't like. He would have like blood clot. Them no good. Right? Roy love it. Tamara Fletcher say, I Stone and love. What's up? What's up, Tamara? Yo, that was, bro. Hey, Mike, you gonna make me finish my whole island album, my whole reggae album. Mike, you gonna make me get in the studio and finish that album up. Yeah, yeah, Mike, I can't wait tomorrow. I'm geeked up now. I can't wait now. I'm excited about what everybody else is gonna present. If you want to be on the beat review, you have to send me $5 for the beat review. You have to send $5 for the beat review. If you want to be on it, trust me, my beat review is not going to be like no other. It comes with perks, and those perks are the compilations that we're going to put, the beat review compilations we're going to put out. That will be compromised of the cats on the live, the songs that I like. Stone Paxton's beat review compilations, volume 1. Let's go. This is how I operate. For those of you that don't know, I always drop compilations. Yeah, for real. But that's how we're gonna do. We're gonna put these out. Hey, Scorpio said something too. Hold on, Scorpio. I gotta read what Scorpio said. Scorpio said, hold on. Okay, Scorpio said something. Where did she say? Oh, okay. I thought Scorpio had said something. I was just talking to you guys. Mike Lowe. Mike Lowe raised the volume on the game. Don't be afraid to submit your beat reviews. I will tell you why beat reviews are important. Y'all remember who's listening and watching my lives. A lot of music industry executives watch my lives. A lot of music industry executives watch my live. A&R people, publishing people, they watch my live. People know me. They come in, they tell me, "Oh, Stone, I watch your lives." So we don't know who's going to watch my live and hear your music on here or hear you on here and say, "I like that cat," and reach out to you or reach out to me and say, "Stone, I need to get a hold of that person that was in your live. I like what they have." It happens. Not only that, I will start doing compilations. Dr. Yes, I did, my boy. Thank you, Dr. Yeah. Mike Lowe say, "Big man tings. Big man tings." Mike, listen, Mike, do this, Mike. Go ahead and do it, Mike. Because Mike knew. Mike was like, "Listen, go ahead and give him a little preview, Stone." Hey, Denroy said, "Yeah, good beat, bro." Big Rome say, "I sent a little coin, Stone, for being a real supporter. Respect." Big Rome, thank you, family. I appreciate you. Big Rome just gave me support. He sent a cash app to me. Scorpio say, "Send that money." Tell him, Scorpio, because Scorpio can say that. She's one of my biggest supporters. She say, "Send that money." Support your boy Stone. That's right. Let's go. Big Rome, I appreciate you, family. Javon say, "Don't be scared, y'all." Exactly. Dr. Yes, say, "I'm rolling out till I bring the money." Just saying hi. Proud to see him. Dr. Yes, it's all good. It's all good. Just know my beat review is not like any normal beat review. You know, it's not like endless. We had a lot of people coming there be nosy. And it's funny, after I start saying about the content creator, the producers, right? All of a sudden my live views shot up. I mean, they went up because I was talking about the content creators that watch me that don't support, and all of a sudden the views went up. That's crazy. Yeah, I was right though. I'm the coldest up in this YouTube on that beat. I'm just saying, per pound, we can battle. I'm just saying, I ain't scared. Yo, man, that was just love, man. Listen, the beat review is coming tomorrow. The beat review is coming tomorrow. It is coming tomorrow, the beat review, and we will do this on a regular basis. And we will take those beats that we like. If the artist is interested, I'm going to do the beat review compilation, and we'll place those records on the beat review to give them more exposure. You feel what I'm saying? CC say scared. Yeah, you scared? Michael Irvin crashes out. Keep my name out your mouth. Hey, Michael Irvin crashes out, y'all. Say, keep your name out. I hear you, Michael Irvin. I feel the same way sometimes. They need to keep our name out their mouth, Michael Irvin. I feel you on that, family. I got to rock with Michael Irvin on that. That's just a random thought. Random thought. Listen, tomorrow, 9 a.m., the beat review, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Don't forget, you guys. Be there, be square. Urban Media Production say, what time? 9 a.m. West Coast time. 9 a.m. West Coast time tomorrow, y'all. All right? 9 a.m. West Coast time. Don't forget. Don't forget. Send this out to all of the guys that listen to beats. Tomorrow. Anybody want to do the beat review? You got to cash at me the $5 and then send your track. That's the order of it. That's the way it works. Yes, 9 a.m. Q Western Time, Urban. Let's go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. 9 a.m. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all. Peace and love, Stone Paxton, Music and Life. Let's get it. Mike Lowe, quit playing with me. Let's go, y'all.